Hello everyone, this is your favorite Murtad live once again, and today we have some guests with us. Welcome guys, any name and Con, how are you guys?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Alright, praise God, thank you so very much for being here guys. Okay, so I know you guys joined in at the other stream which I was live with, but then due to some issue, Steve has to go to a doctor's appointment, so now we are here. uh, yes, so Kon just told me you had some issue with Quran chapter number 78 verse number 33.
Uh, Conference. Do you mean me or him?
uh, we were talking about the ayah 33, and he was having trouble with the understanding of the. He talks about the woman with big breasts, right? And he
Oh
was trying to,
yeah. If I,
yeah. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
so what is the problem? Any name,
Uh,
should I, what should I call you, by the way? Any name is not even
uh
a name, so it's very
no.
hard to call you any name.
It means call me any name. It means call me any name.
So what should I call you?
Uh,
Muhammad, Ali, what should I
Name me
call you?
Muhammad. Name me Muhammad.
Okay,
But
Muhammad. All right.
yeah.
So
Anyway,
Muhammad.
I think it's. I'm not sure about this, but I've looked a little bit into it. I've just looked into it, but I think it means Arabic tongues. But I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean by that. I think it's
Okay.
supposed to be that she talks in Arabic. I don't. I'm not sure about this, but I need to look more into this, or we need to ask a bit of somebody that's into this that actually knows this stuff. That
Okay.
looked a lot into this.
So let's see what your scholar says about it. How about that? Let's see together. How about that?
What?
I said let's see together.
Okay.
Let's see together what your scholars are saying. So let me just open Maruful Quran, Abdul Halim, Mufti Taqi Usmani. These are pretty big names. Mohsen Khan and Pechtal, Yusuf Ali. Sahih International already says that it is. Um, so buxom maidens with big boobs. Youthful versions like equal age. Okay, Dahi Khan. Young, full-breasted maidens of equal age. Okay, nobly well marched. I don't know what that means. Okay, now this is also means big boobs. Bechtal is drawing volprostros woman mean big boobs, full-breasted, big boobs. So all the major people who are translating this verse is actually translating as big boobs, tight,
Mm.
full-breasted, big boobs. But let's look at some of the tafsirs as well. Maybe that will help you as well, because tafsirs are actually written for that purpose as well. This is
Yeah.
Tafsir Ibn Kathir. This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Okay, Tafsir Ibn Kathir. It comes from ayah number 31 to 36. So we go to the ayah where this was mentioned. Akubu Atraban, meanings wide maiden with fully developed breasts. And he is taking from Ibn Mujahid, Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, and others said that. Kawab. What does kawab means? This means round breast. So kawab, the word kawab means round breast. They meant by that the breast of these girls will be fully round, not sagging, because they will be version equal in age. This means they will only have one age, etc., etc., etc. Now, the problem over here is this is what Quran is talking about women in heaven. Do you do you I don't know how you would actually agree to this, but but fair enough, like man. So I'm sorry for laughing, man, but like I don't
It's
know how
okay.
to
I'm laughing
interpret
too.
it.
But look, I'm not sure about this. I think it may be. I think that it is true that it might be big breasts. That is, it's the true meaning. But the thing is that this wasn't the first time that I don't know if this is wrong or not, but there have been wrong readings once, like اضرب كواعب. لا استغفر الله. I forgot the ayah, but it was said that women have to cover their hands, have to cover their feet and other stuff. But it turns out that they have to wear this only when they're traveling. But this is a reference that it might be wrong, but it also might be right. But
No, it is right. The woman
yeah,
has
it
to
is right.
cover everything. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But the thing that I'm not sure about this because I'm not a sheikh here, but I think that it might be big boobs.
Man, all of your scholars are translating it as big boobs. Even Ibn
Yeah,
Kathir is translating it as is. So, by the way, do you know how it is written in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, ayah number 37?
no.
Okay, let's look at that one as well. Let's see if you can comprehend how. So this is another brother of ours who made this video. I'm gonna use this video rather than showing it from scratch because he has done the major part. So let me just play that. Okay, no, the audio is not visible. Let me just get you the audio as well. So this is another brother, Rob Christian, who already done that. I have done this video in Urdu, not in English. So let me just use that one. There you go.
Chapter
Watch.
56, Ayah 37, عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. So I went to As-Suyuti, his book, Jalaluddin As-Suyuti, to show you what the meaning was last time. And I provided my own English translation. And immediately Muslims started to call me a liar and deceiver, as I mentioned. Here is the book of Al-Imam Al-Hafiz Jalal ad-Din As-Suyuti, تأليف الإمام الحافظ جلال الدين السيوطي. So Suyuti's book, in his book شقائق الأطراج في رقائق الغنج. In his book on page 69, as we mentioned last time, we can find the following. Here is the ayah again. عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا, chapter 56, ayah 37 of the Quran, crystal clear in front of you. And here what the meaning is of عُرُبًا. Here is the meaning of عُرُبًا. أطبق المفسرون وأهل اللغة.
So this is very important. What does the Ahlul Lugha? Ahlul Lugha means the scholar of the language. What does the scholar of the language says about Uruban? What does Urub means in Arabic? Check this out.
على أن العرب جمع عرب أو عربة أو عرب وإنها القحبة. وإنها القحبة. So the meaning of عرب or عربا is القحبة, the whore. I truly did.
So what does Kahaba means? Prostitute,
Yeah,
whore,
yeah,
right? So
I know.
that's what it is. So Quran is calling the women of heaven whores, and then Quran is saying they have full breasts, and then Quran is saying they are on heat. They are on heat like the camel goes on heat. So let me now. I'm going to close that for now. Let's go to this verse. This is a very problematic verse in itself. 5637 in tafsir. 5637 Uruban Atraba. And if we go into tafsir, let me just show my screen. You'll see how Ibn Kathir actually describes it. Okay, so it says, if a 4-year-old she camel that your family owns travel, it is not completely past its trunk until its shoulder breaks the old age. The man said, does it bear grapes? What is happening? Is it 5637? Yes. Where is it starting from? Hold on. It is starting from 27. Okay, I need to find Urban Utraba. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where is the second camel? Yes, Uruban. Okay, can you see Uruban here?
Yeah,
Okay,
I see.
so these women are inflated state with their husbands. Haven't, husband is the wrong translation over here, but forget that. Haven't you ever seen a she camel in heat? She is like that. So basically these women are on heat kind of a thing, like they are wanting for sex. They want sex, they are waiting for their so-called husbands. So anyhow, the problem is the husband is another problem, because forget that, let's assume for the sake of argument his husband. So they are always waiting for their husband on heat, ready for sex every time. That is called heaven, heaven of Allah. Haven't you seen a she camel in heat? She's like that. And then it's reported from Ibn Abbas, who said the Urub and their husbands are their sweethearts. Man, so what is the heaven of Islam? What's the heaven of Islam? Is like a free for all sex for everyone, or how can you actually call it a heaven, man?
This is not. There are many gates in heaven,
Hmm.
of which this is one of them. I'm guessing, but I've never heard about this. But this is new. Thank you for the information that I just understood. There might be a lost door in the 9 doors. I think there were 9, but there are many
Okay,
doors to heaven.
there are
But
many doors to heaven. I
yeah, yeah.
understand that,
One
but
of patience, one of Ramadan, one of every one of them.
yeah, yeah,
But
I
I'm
know
not
that.
sure about this one. This is a very new thing. Thank you for the information.
Okay, now there is another thing over here. There are many doors to enter into heaven, but once you enter into heaven, what are you going to get? This is what you are going to get, no matter which door you enter from. So you are doing a lot of fasting, so you will enter from the door of fasting. You are
Yes,
doing a lot of sabr, okay, you will enter from the door of sabr. But that doesn't matter which door you enter from. What matters is when you enter that heaven, what are you getting? So you are getting unlimited sex, and their hymen is recreated by Allah every time you enter upon them. If you go to Surah Ar-Rahman, let me look at the verse. Uh, Surah Al-Rahman, and it says, uh, let me just find the verse. 78. I think it's 56, 78. 78. Mm. So why would Allah always make them virgin? Do you see the problem?
that it's lustful and inappropriate. That
It's
what you're doing.
inappropriate.
Yes, I get it.
You get it. So check this
Yeah.
out. What does Allah says in Quran chapter number 56, verse number 56? It says, this will be their entertainment on the day, the doomsday. That will be their entertainment. So it's an entertainment of the people of Jannah. So let's continue reading this. And what will they say? We have created you, then why don't you appreciate? Okay, now it's talking about the semen drop and etc. etc. Did we not create it, etc. etc. And let me just go to that. Somehow I'm not able to find that particular verse at this moment. But anyhow, let me check that. So by the way, why, if I'm not mistaken, you're a Muslim. You said
Yes.
your name is Muhammad, and you said
Yes.
this is not right. Why are you Muslim? Because you just denounced Quran,
I'm
by the way,
Muslim.
FYI.
No, I'm not denying the Quran. I didn't say that. I just said it was inappropriate. Of course,
Yeah, so
sex is inappropriate. That is a normal thing to know about.
no, that's true, but like that's
Yeah.
written in Quran. So you said that it's
But it is in
inappropriate.
heaven.
So Quran is inappropriate.
Inappropriate in the reality that we are in. We call it zina. Zina is having inexplicable. How do I say this? unexpected sex, like not married, like having sex with somebody you don't know, or maybe like a girlfriend before marrying her. This is your wife in Jannah. This is in heaven. You have a wife. This is supposed to be normal to have sex with your wife, to have a, how do I say this, intercourse with your wife. Excuse the word, but I'm saying that it's normal if it's your wife in our culture. But if you're not, if it's not your wife, not in just our culture, in our whole society, in our, how do I say this, in our Islam, in our deen, if she is your wife, you can do whatever you want. It's
Is
not, it's
okay.
normal thing to know.
There
Even
is a
even in your state, in India, or I'm guessing you're Indian. Sorry if I was wrong. India, Palestine, Somal, America, every state in the world, it is normal to do like intercourse with your wife in every way. When you come home, it doesn't matter when.
But like that's not the problem over here. We are talking about the scriptures right now. So whether it is India or Pakistan, it does not makes any
Yeah,
difference. The what makes the difference is what is the teaching of Islam, because we are talking about Islam. So right now we see that so, and secondly, Muhammad not only had sex with his wives, and he had more wives than anyone else in the world, as you know
yes,
already.
yes. God made
He
them have
also had
nine
sex with,
wives.
yeah, 9 or 11 depending on which tradition
No,
you read, but
no,
fair
no,
enough.
no, no.
I'll go with 9. Don't worry, I'll go with you, 9.
Okay,
But at the same time he had sex with capture of wars.
capture of force,
Yeah, right hand possessed slaves.
slaves.
Yeah, did he not had sex with slave?
I do not know about this information, but enlighten me.
Is it halal to have sex with slaves?
I do not know about this. Is it in the Quran? Is it named in the
It
Quran?
is in Quran.
It
it
is
is
in
it is
Quran.
Yeah, let me, if you want to see, I can show
So,
you
but
as well.
so if I told you now that 1,400 years ago it was normal to have slaves, and not just 1,400 years ago, just a couple, like 100 years ago, it was normal that somebody would have sex slaves. So it would have been treated normally. But nowadays it's different, because we have, if because how do I say this in English? I think you get the meaning, right?
I get the meaning, but
Yes,
Muhammad is
but the
not
thing is,
supposed.
in their time it was normal. In their time, they saw it as normal, so it was normal for them to do this stuff. That's why it was it was normal to do it.
Okay, so
But now,
it was,
but we're talking about now. Now we know it is wrong.
so
We have
Quran,
learned from
Quran
this, but
now is, so Quran now is abrogated, finished. You cannot accept Quran, correct? That's what you are
why?
saying. You
No,
just said that it was
no,
normal back then. Right now, it cannot be implemented. So basically, when Quran is saying that you can have sex with your slaves, then Quran is no more to be taken literally.
no. You can have sex with your slave if it was, how do I say? Look, you need to have a sheikh talk about this, not me. I'm not into this. I've never read into this stuff, so you need somebody that is a pro at this, a sheikh, or somebody that is known as as a scientist of Islam or culture. I'm not really a lot about not a lot about. I don't know a lot about this stuff. I've read. I've looked a lot into Islam stuff, but this I've never heard about. But this is something you need professional help with, to understand what is correct and what is wrong with.
I understand what you are saying,
Yeah,
but what the problem over here is, does Quran says that you can have sex with slaves? If it does say that, it means Quran cannot be taken as literal right now. Am I wrong in saying this?
how is it not supposed to be taken literally if it says that you can have sex with slaves, but you don't have sex with slaves?
No, I'm saying that,
Like,
so basically now if I have slave, I cannot have sex with. Is that what you are saying right now?
I'm not sure if is it normal to have slaves these days.
Normal or abnormal does not make any difference, because what you are telling me that right now the moralities of the humans are far higher than the moralities which are described in Quran.
The moralities of the people that are not. I cannot say. If I say it may be wrong in 100 times, but I cannot say sorry. If you need somebody that's a professional at this to talk about this. If you ask me, I'm sorry, I don't know about this.
That's exactly what I'm asking you many times. So if we look at Quran chapter number 23, if I'm not mistaken, 23, uh, it says, let me show you this one.
24. Yeah.
No, 23, verse number 5 to 7. It says, and guard your private parts. Okay.
God,
From
your part.
whom? From whom? Except from your wives and your slaves girl, O Malakat al Iman, the right hand possessed. So basically, you have to guard your private part from your azwajihim. Azwaj means wives, and Malakat al Iman, and your right hand possessed. So your right hand possessed, you can have sex with, and your wives you can have sex with. The rest you cannot have sex with. So basically, if you want me to go to any tafsir in the world for these two ayahs, I can go right
Yes.
now to Ibn Kathir 23 5 23 6. Let's just go there. 23 6. So what you are telling me right now, that the moralities of the world right now is far better than Quran's moralities, the
I
moralities
did
which are
not say
described
that.
in fact you
I
did. Whether you
no,
you are holding your ear of your right ear from your left eye. That's what you are doing right now, quite frankly.
I didn't say that it was. Look, look, bro. I'm not really into this. I'm not. I'm not a pro at this stuff, but I'm a pro at that. Look, this isn't my strong suit.
Hmm.
But if you could ask an actual sheikh instead of a stranger that knows a little, that knows about Islam, but not a lot, so it could be a clearer answer. If you ask me, it wouldn't be a clear answer. It would be like, maybe this. I'm not sure. I didn't look into this. But if you ask a sheikh that knows about this stuff, or an alim. Alim means a scientist in Islam, a scientist of Islam. It would
Muhammad,
be better. It would be a
I
more
have
expert
yeah,
answer.
I have asked all of them. I can show you multiple videos on that, not just one. My channel is full of these videos from your sheikhs and from your alim. You name me an alim and I will show you his video right now, who talks about this, and they say that it is totally legal, totally halal. Even right now, if you actually have, if you have, like, I have a video called right hand possessed, right hand possessed woman and Islam in my channel, as on which we are talking right now. My channel name is Adam Seeker. You can go there and you can see that. Not a single scholar denies that, because there is not just one verse in Quran. You can search in Quran.com Malakat al Imanukum, and you will get multiple verses. It is in Surah number, chapter number 4, verse number, ayah number, Surah Nisa, ayah number 23 or 24. It says that. Right now, I'm showing you chapter number 23, verse number 6, right? And it is also saying that means other than wife or slave, there is no blame on you to do whatever you want to do. Means in case of sex. So Islam is talking about these sexual privileges left, right, and center for the Muslimin when they go into battle, when they go into war. What kind of uh, and you say that right now it is about 1400 years ago. So right now the moralities of the world is far better than the Quranic moralities. That's what you are saying in essence, even though that you are not saying that, but in essence you are actually saying that.
I do not know. I'm gonna say something. You have completely messed with my mind, bro. I
So
cannot understand what you mean anymore. I'm not
I
trying to deny what you're saying, but I just don't know what you're saying anymore, bro.
I am just saying some things which are written in the book, and I really want you to think deeply, logically, and I really want you to get out of this, because this is nothing more than an evil, quite frankly. I'm sorry to say that. I
But
beg your pardon on
can I
that.
say something?
Yes,
You're
sir.
looking at only one side of Islam. You're looking at the only bad side, which
Okay.
was the most known thing in the old days in Islam in 1400 years ago, where the kuffar or anybody that wasn't Muslim that hated Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Muhammad
Hmm.
always pointed out the bad things that he did. Always pointed out everything that was bad.
Okay.
That is what I'm saying. But here
May
you are
I may
looking
I
only
answer
at the
you?
bad side.
May I answer you on this part?
Okay, answer me.
This is not even a bad part according to Islam. They don't call it a bad part. They call it good. Which scholar calls this bad or wrong? They don't. That's the thing. I ask you, buddy, give me one single scholar who says this is bad part of Islam. But anyhow, if this is bad part of Islam, Allah never denounced it. Allah kept it. Allah kept it so much and so that it is in Quran, it is in Ahadith, and it is called a legal allowance. This is Hadud Allah, that you can have sex with a slave. And if you read Tafsirul Qurtubi of chapter number 25, ayah number 54, let me show that as well to you. Let me show that. Like, now that you are here, let's look into
Okay.
this as well. This is Tafsirul Qurtubi. This is Tafsirul Qurtubi of Quran, Surah number 25, Al Furqan, ayah number 54.
Yes.
According to this tafsir, can you read Arabic?
Yes. وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا
Okay.
فجعله نسبا وصهرا. Okay.
Huwa allazi khalaqa. Read this. Do you understand what this
Yeah.
is, right?
Okay. وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا. Okay. He who made men out of water,
Hmm.
humans out of water. Okay.
Okay. No, you have to see that, because here insan nasaba and nasab, and what should you do with the nasab? And can you marry hurmat, and can you marry a woman? Can you marry your daughter if she is born out of adultery, or a granddaughter if your son will have sex with a woman without marriage and bear a child? Can you marry your grandson according to this tafsir? It's in Arabic, and you said you know Arabic. Or if you don't, if
Yes.
you want, I can translate it into English by Google Translator. Can you see that according to...
نسبا وصهرا. الصهر مع نيان يعمان wait, let me read this. تعالى نسبة وصهرة. النسبة والصهر معنيان يعمان كل قربة تكون بين آدميين. قال ابن العربة النسب عبارة عن خلط الماء بين الذكر والأنثى. هل وجه الشرع فإن كان بمعصية كان خلقا مطلقا ولم يكن نسبا محققا، ولذلك لم يدخل تحت قوله حرمت عليكم أمهاتكم وبناتكم وبنتها من الزنا، لأنها ليست ببنات لها في أصح القولين لعلماء وأصح القولين في الدين وإذا لم يكن نسبة شرعية. What I found about this look, what I got about this that
You can read the
you
rest.
cannot, what you can marry your sons or your mothers or your sons' sons. You can marry them. That's what I got about this.
If they are made from the adultery, like it's
Adultery.
not, means they are not legally married, so you can marry. Read the rest of the part. So you can marry if your son has done adultery and bore a child, that girl, you can marry. Read the rest, because the nasab is not established in adultery. Read the rest.
Okay, فلا صح من the one that isn't in blue. Adam. I mean the
Yes.
one that isn't in blue, right?
Yeah, the rest.
Okay. لا لأنها ليس لحظة خلقا مطلقا ولم يكن نسبا محققا، ذلك اللي يدخل تحت قوله حرمت عليكم أمهاتكم بنتها من الزنا، لأنها ليس ببنت لها في أصح القولين لعلمائنا وأصح القولين في الدين وإذا لم يكن نسبا شرعا فلا صهر شرعا فلا يحرم الزنا بنت أم ولا أما بنت وما يحرم من الحلال لا يحرم من الحرام، لأن الله أمتن بالنسب والصهر على عباده ورفع قدرهما وخلق الأحكام في الحل والحرم عليهما فلا يلحق الباطل بهما ولا يساويهما.
بهترين بهترين. في
Okay.
نكاح الرجل ابناتا من زاني اختها وبنتها ابنا من زاني. What should we do? You can do that. So now, uh, that is why Muhammad abrogated. You know why Muhammad abrogated uh, fosterages? Means what do you call it? Adoption. Why did
Okay.
Muhammad removed adoption? You know, right now we see that if your son will, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid,
Okay.
if your
That's
son
good.
will do, God forbid, na'uz billah, will do adultery with a woman, means does not, means has sex with a woman without marriage, and that woman will give birth to a girl, you can marry that girl. Means you can marry your granddaughter because she is out of zina, and the legalization of nasb has not been established. Hence you can actually marry your granddaughter because she is legally, according to Islamic jurisdiction, is not your granddaughter. But anyhow, we,
Yeah.
this is a big problem, but fair enough, I can let go that, because Muhammad himself did something really really bad. Do you know that?
What is it?
So did Muhammad marry?
Aisha alayhi salam when she was
No, forget Aisha. Did Muhammad marry his adopted son's wife?
adopted son's wife.
Hmm.
I've never heard about this, but
Okay,
what
let's
is
read
it?
this. This is Quran chapter number 4, verse number 32. Let me just remove a lot of translations because I opened all of these translations for you to read from different ones. But let's just open one for now so that we could see what's happening. Okay. And do not wish for that which Allah has made some of you exceed at, wrong. 423, wrong ayah.
Yeah, it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, 32.
Hurmat.
Okay.
Hurmat. Okay.
Okay, let's
Prohibited.
read.
Okay. So now in this one, what does Allah says? Check this out. Uh Prohibited are you, your mothers, your daughters, your sisters, your father's sisters, your brother's daughter, your sisters, etc., your wife, your mothers, under the guardianship of your woman, unto whom you have gone in. But if you have not gone unto them, there is no sin upon you. The wives of your son, whom are from your lines. So now you can read the Arabic if you want. Can you marry an adopted daughter of yours? Can you please see that? I have shown you the
Yeah.
English translation. I have the Arabic in front of you. Can you
This is the
marry
problem.
your adopted daughter?
Your adopted daughter.
Can you marry a stepdaughter which is under your guardianship, whose mother you have not gone in? That's what the verse says.
So you're saying if I have a wife that is my stepwife, but I've never gone to her, I've never had sex with her.
Hmm. Can you marry her daughter and not her?
Look, I'm gonna tell you this in a way that may make more sense.
Okay.
Imagine there's a mother that has a daughter that you
Hmm.
can marry, but
Hmm.
you haven't had sex with her mother. You don't know
Okay.
her mother. Your mother isn't related to you,
Hmm.
and you had sex with your daughter that isn't related to you, and you didn't have
Hmm.
sex with her mother, so she is not related to you.
Fair enough.
That is what I'm saying here.
Perfect. Now look what happened here. So now you have seen this is the early ones. Now what happened when Muhammad had a son, adopted son, whose name is Zaid? Okay, I will show you the tafsirs later. Let's read the Quranic verse first. It is not for believing man or believing woman when Allah and His Messenger, who? Allah and His Messenger have decided a matter, that they should have any choice about their affairs. So you have no choice when Allah and His Messenger has made a law. What does the law? And whosoever disbelieve Allah and his messenger is in clear error. What happened? Why this verse? And remember, Muhammad, when you said to one whom Allah bestowed favor and you bestowed favor, keep your wife and fear Allah, while you conceal within yourself which Allah has disclosed. So basically, Muhammad is concealing, and you freed people, feared people, while Allah has more right to fear him. So when Zaid had no longer need of her, who? Her wife, we married her to you in order that not to be upon the believers discomfort. Da Alamia, quite frankly, who would want to marry the adopted son's wife? She is my daughter-in-law almost. So this verse, Quran chapter number 33, ayah number 37, demolished adoption fully. Why did it demolish adoption fully? Because Muhammad, according to the tafsir, let me go to the tafsirs now. According
Okay.
to the tafsir, let's read 33, 36. Tafsir 33, 36. Okay, let's go to this one. No, 33, 36. Let's go to the same old website. It's better in reading. Control C, Control V. Let's look at this one. So when we read this, uh, sorry, 36. Now this is okay. This one is not even telling us the story. Okay, this one. Check this out. This verse was revealed regarding Abdullah bin Jash and his sister Zainab, whose hand the Prophet has asked in marriage, but meaning on behalf of Zaid. So basically, Muhammad had an adopted son whose name was Zaid. You can read it from other locations. Prophet asked for the hand of Zainab for Zaid. Then when they found out on they thought that the Prophet wanted to marry her afterwards. What? Yeah, come on. That's why. Okay, hold on. Let's go to Al Tafsir. Let's see how they actually translate it. The problem is in the translation. You can actually read the Arabics very easily.
Uh,
33, 33, and we go to
الأحزاب.
36. Display. Okay. One occasion. Okay. Then on one occasion, the Prophet caught sight of her and felt love for her. Whereafter, when he realized that Zaid has lost his affection for her, so said to the Prophet, I want to part with her. But the Prophet said, retain your wife as God exalted it to be. So basically, if you look at it, Muhammad went to, I can open Tibri as well over here. That's not even a problem. Tibri is in Arabic. You can read Arabic very easily. So that's not even a problem. Muhammad said, uh, Muhammad, Muhammad looked at the Zainab when he went to Zaid's house and he saw her um, and
Just to be sure,
because
wait, just to be sure. Zaid is his
adopted
the
son.
adopted son. Okay.
Yes,
And
adopted
Zaina is his adopted son's wife. Okay.
wife. Yes, exactly. And Muhammad saw her in household, some says less than regular clothes, and Muhammad said, Subhanallahi wa uh, what he said, Urbul Kulub or something like that, the turner of hearts, right? And we can go to Tafsir Al Qurtubi and you can read that.
Wait,
And
let me read the hadith.
no, no, no,
This is
Tafsir,
a
man,
hadith, right?
not Hadith, Tafsir, Tafsir, Tafsir,
Oh,
Tafsir,
so this
Tafsir.
is Quran. Okay.
The Quran, Surah number 33, ayah number 36. I showed you the Quran first, where Allah said, do not worry about the people. I am telling you, Zaid has fulfilled his desire from her. You can go and marry her. So if you go to Arabic 33, 36, and you go to Al Qurtubi, you can read the whole story in detail. The problem is that Qurtubi is not never even translated into English. So you have to read the Arabic. Now, here it says that it came to Rasulullah, this ayah, because uh, Muhammad bin Umru, etc., Sana, Abu Qasim, etc., what do you say? And Mujahid, Zainab bint Jahash, whose
زينب
marriage
بنت
was with Zaid bin Haris, right? And Zaid bin Haris was previously called Zaid bin Muhammad because he was Muhammad's son, adopted son. But what happened
yes.
was after this verse, Zaid was no more his son, right? And then Zainab, uh, uh, nafsaha. All right, there you go. Read it. Read it.
هي رأت أنها هي خاطبة على نفسه، فلما علمت أنه يخاطبها على زيد بن حارثة أبت وأنكرت، فأنزل الله: وما كانت للمؤمن ولا مؤمنة إذا قضى الله ورسوله أمر لهم أن يكون لهم الخيرة من أمرهم. قال: فتابعته من ذلك ورضيت. حدثني أبو عبيد الوصافي قال: ثنا محمد بن حمير قال: ثنا ابن لهيعة عن أبي عمره عن أكرمه عن أبي عباس قال: خطب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم زنيب بنت جحش يزيد بن حارثة، فاستنكفت منه وقالت: أنا خير من حسبا، وكانت امرأة فيها حدة، فأنزل الله: وما كان المؤمن ولا مؤمنة إذ قضى الله ورسوله أمرا.
So basically, there is so that the Muslimin, the Mu'min and Mu'minat will not have any issue in marrying their adopted son wives, right? So now look at the Quran verse now. Let's go back to Quran.
Wait, can I say something?
Oh, hold on. Yes, please say something.
Did Muhammad عليه الصلاة والسلام
Zainab.
marry Zaid's wife
Yeah,
after Zaid divorced her or
yeah.
before?
After
After?
Zaid, obviously,
Well, let me say
obviously,
something.
you
Let
cannot
me
you
say
cannot have
something.
two wives at the same. Sorry, a woman cannot marry two men at the same time.
Yeah, I know. But let me say something. When you have a brother that got married, if he got divorced, you can marry his wife.
Okay, yeah.
So what if it was your adopted brother, but then instead of that, it was your adopted son, and your adopted son's his wife got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So she is out of the family since your son wasn't even your blood, but he is part of the family because he is your son and he is adopted. But she,
So so you do not see a problem if you marry your. So basically, adoption was not nullified before this verse. You already know that. So this verse came and abolished adoption. Number one. Number two, Muhammad looked at her first, and then he said, "Subhanallah," or turner of hearts. Then Allah revealed this verse. Then Zaid said, "Okay, okay, I will release her." So when Zaid has no longer need for her, what do you mean by no longer need for her? Now Muhammad looked at her. Muhammad, if I'm sorry, but if I would say the right word, I would say, you probably would not. Muhammad kind of lusted for her. I'm sorry to
okay,
use that word.
no, it's okay, it's
Uh,
okay.
but Muhammad said, "Subhanallah." Uh,
Lust is the right word. Don't.
right. So now you are saying that she was already the wife of Zaid, right? That's when Muhammad felt affection for her, and then this verse is coming, and then Zaid divorced her so that Muhammad could marry her. How can this be named a prophet or called a prophet? You see what I'm trying to
I
say.
see, I see. You're saying right here that he's a prophet of God, but he married his son's wife or his adopted son's wife.
No, first he lusted for her when she was the
He,
wife of his adopted son, and
okay.
at that time adoption was not nullified. Hence he has to keep her, look at her as a
Daughter.
as a daughter, because
A
right now
daughter-in-law.
adoption, yeah, right now adoption is not nullified. Adoption nullification
But
happened after this verse, not before. So right
the
now,
prophet is a human. And I say prophet is a human. He is a messenger of God, but he is just a messenger. He carries the word of God. He is
So you are
supposed to do
telling
what
me,
God. Let me continue. He's supposed to do what God says,
mhm, did
but also he's a human. He has lust. He has feelings. He has, how do I say this? He is like us. He is like me and you, but in another saying, he is not like me and you. Like, he is a prophet of God, but he is also a human. He can make mistakes. He can also feel lust. So what I'm saying here, he may have felt lust, but he didn't go and say, go divorce your daughter right now. He didn't force it on his son. He didn't go and explicitly, like, do
Wait,
intercourse without making his son divorce her. He didn't rape her. Astaghfirullah to play. But what I'm saying here is, his son was okay with divorcing his wife. He didn't want her anymore. He wasn't. He didn't have any lust for her. He didn't like. He didn't. He was done with her. So he said,
okay,
"Okay, have her. I don't want her.
okay,
wait,
I'm,
wait.
I'm
that's
okay with
that's
this."
that's fair enough. Hold on,
Both
hold on.
sides were okay with this.
Okay, no, no,
So
no.
I cannot see what is
I
wrong with
am,
this.
I'm going with you. I'm going with you. I'm going with you on this one. But the problem over here is that you are telling me what you are telling me right now is very derogatory. It is very, very derogatory because you are telling me that Muhammad was lusting after his his daughter-in-law, and you do not see a problem for him to be a prophet, the greatest prophet of all mankind.
I know,
Yet you do not see a problem. Okay,
but this shows you that he is human as well.
okay. This shows me is a
This
human.
specifically shows you that he is human as me as you. The
Okay.
same thing. If you saw somebody hot, like
If I
let's
see
say the
somebody hot,
Kardashians, yeah,
if I see
you
somebody
may
hot,
feel lust, right? You may
if I
feel
if I
something
see
lust.
if I see somebody hot and I look at her with an lustful eye, it says that I have already committed adultery. That's the teaching of the other side. But forget that for the time being. Look at this. This is once again Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Okay, can you see the 16? Can you see the Ashra? Can you see the 10th
Yes,
privilege of
العاشر.
Muhammad?
Yes, العاشر.
Yeah, what is the 10th privilege of Muhammad? Can you please read it out?
إذا وقع بصر على امرأة وجب على زوجها طلاقها.
Okay, what does that means?
That means if he lays an eye on a woman,
Hmm.
the bearer of the woman has to divorce her.
This is
He lays an eye
surah
with
number.
lust, man.
So
Uh,
so if Muhammad looks at a woman, this is the 16 privileges for Muhammad. If Muhammad
yes,
looks at a woman, the husband of that woman has to divorce her so that Muhammad could marry her. Read.
yes.
These are the privileges of
But
Muhammad.
he looks at
So
her lustfully. Don't forget.
okay,
Like he wants her.
lustfully. Okay, yeah, lustfully. So
Yeah,
if Muhammad looks at somebody, some woman, if Muhammad looks at a woman lustfully means for wanting her, the husband of that woman. So basically, you are married to a woman. If you are with Muhammad's time, and Muhammad looks at your woman, your wife, okay, you have to divorce her so that Muhammad could marry her. Why
yeah.
do you need this kind of a privilege? Why a prophet needs this kind of a privilege? Why a prophet needs this kind of a privilege?
Look, don't ask me for this. I don't. Yeah, I have to look more to this. Everything, most things in the Quran, a lot of things have meaning in Hadith, but I'm not sure about this. I don't
I
see
am
the
not even
Hadith for
going to
this.
Hadith right now. I am going to
Yes,
the tafsirs and Quran. I
tafsir.
am
I know.
remaining in Quran. If I go to Hadiths, it's so much bad, even worse, that you can't even imagine Muhammad asking a woman, "Hey, woman, would you give your nafs to me?" And she said, "Hey, I'm a princess. Who are you to ask me for my nafs? You are nobody." And Muhammad looks down and went away. So that there is so much in hadith, and I'm talking about sahih hadith only, not even hasan, not even daif. Now even in sahih hadith there are so many problems, but right now
Okay.
I'm showing you the basic things which are in Quran and the tafsirs. Why? What kind of a prophet it is? What is making you stay into this religion and this prophet when he is this kind of a person? Look at the first 9 commands. What are the first 9 commands? What is the first privilege to Muhammad? Okay,
First
now
privilege.
look.
Okay. صفاء المغنم الثاني.
Okay,
صفي المغنم.
yeah, fair with the spoils. But what does the second one says about the spoils?
الاستبداد بخمس الخمس أو الخمس.
Okay, so basically Muhammad will select the first fifth portion of the whole spoil of wars. Then how is he fair? If he is fair, then he should have equal, but fair enough. The second privilege means he will select the fifth of the spoil of war for himself, and he will do the first selection. The third one,
Can I ask you something? These are called privileges.
yes, privileges which are given to
Yes,
Muhammad, and he
yes, I see.
implemented them. Show me a single location where he did not implemented them, and I will agree with you. These were the privileges which Qurtubi actually extracted from Quran, different verses from Quran, and you can actually read this further, and he will show you the verses. But forget that. Third one.
Okay, the third one الوصال.
Hmm.
الوصال به. That's it. الوصال.
Okay, forget that. Fourth one.
الزيادة على 4 نسوة.
You already know that he had 9 wives at one time. Okay,
Yes.
fifth one.
And five النكاح بلفظ الهبة.
Okay, is that a nikah?
نكاح.
So to marry, so fifth one is to what? To marry with a woman who? What?
The fifth. Yeah. Wait. The fifth one. Yeah, النكاح بلفظ الهبة.
So nikah without what?
بلفظ الهبة.
Hmm. What does that means? Verbally, he doesn't need anybody. And if you read the sixth, it is bagair wali. Nikah bagair wali means you don't need a wali. You do not need writing. So is that a nikah or is that a sex?
الهبة means a gift of God.
Yeah, gift of God means a woman has dedicated herself to Muhammad. So
Hello.
this is Quran verse as well, where
Excuse me. Can you
if
hear me?
any woman, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. So if any woman wants to give herself to Muhammad, she can.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Uh, Con, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you should be able to hear me, man.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Everything's okay from my end.
So now, can you hear me? Hey, Annie, we can hear the background noise from your side. And now I can hear my loop back from your side. Hey, Con, are you on mute?
No.
Can
I,
you please mute?
yeah.
I could hear a loop back from you. Any name, Muhammad. Now you were on mute, and now you are back out of mute. So say something. Okay, why don't you go out and then come back in?
Hello. Hello.
Yep, I can hear you, and everyone else can hear you, buddy. Everyone who's watching can hear you. Okay, Con, tell him to give him the link again to come back up.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But
Okay.
anyway, uh, the fifth one was, what was it again? Yeah, النكاح بلفظ الحبة. الحبة means a gift of God.
Yeah. So where is the gift of God? Can you let me go to Quran chapter number 33, ayah number 50. That's the gift of God. Any woman who wants to give herself to Prophet, she can. That's
Who gives
that's
what?
what that that's what that verse means. This is this is Quran chapter number 33 verse number 50. You
Hello?
said hubba. This is Quran. If a believing woman, if she gives herself to Prophet, she can. So
Yeah.
basically any woman who wants to give herself to Muhammad, she can. There you go. This is
Okay.
khalisatan. This is khalisatan for Muhammad.
Yes.
In wahabat nafsaha al nabi, in aradan an nabi khalisatan for him. What should I do? So this is what
It says
Qurtubi
it right
is
there.
saying.
There is consent. There is everything. Everybody has consent here.
Yeah, everyone has consent, but the woman is giving herself to Muhammad and without any wali, without anybody. That's what I'm showing. And this is what Tafsir al-Qurtubi is talking about in the fourth and fifth. Fourth and fifth.
Concept.
Nikah
Okay.
bagair wali. Nikah bagair sabiq. Muhammad doesn't need anything without the presence of a legal guardian. No, none. Without a dowry. Look at the seventh one. Without
Your
the
voice
dowry.
is cutting. Your voice is cutting. Uh,
And without the dowry as well. He doesn't need a dowry. He doesn't need anything. Halat al ahram, and even at, in the ihram. So every Muslim, any Muslim cannot marry or have sex during ihram. Muhammad can. So why all the privileges of Muhammad are about sex? Why?
he's a prophet. I do not know why is it all about
Dude,
sex.
if he is a prophet,
I'm not a. I'm not a. Look,
these
I do not know
privileges,
why is it all about sex. That is not a
exactly,
thing that I know very well. But I know it's because he
exactly.
is a prophet. Mostly because he is a prophet,
Man,
and the
if he's
prophet
a
has privileges.
as a prophet, he should have the
Yeah.
privileges of spreading Islam, of spreading the word, of
Yes,
doing other stuff.
he
Why
does. He
it has
does. It is
everything to
said in the
do.
Quran.
Okay, give me the privilege of Muhammad for the power or
What?
the
Let me ask you
miracle.
something. Let me ask you
Oh,
something.
hold
Why?
on. Let me
Okay.
finish my sentence. Let me finish my
Okay.
sentence.
Okay.
Give me the verse from Quran that this is the miracle of Muhammad, this is the miracle of Muhammad, this is the miracle of Muhammad, this is the miracle of Muhammad. All the privileges and the miracles of Muhammad about sex, unlimited sex. Any woman can give herself to Muhammad, Muhammad can have sex. And Muhammad is in ihram, Muhammad can have sex. When Muhammad wants to have sex, he doesn't need a guardian. When Muhammad wants to have sex, he doesn't need to do nikah, right? He can just have it without a wali. If like and if he looks at a woman with lustful eye, which you translated of the Arabic, not me,
Yeah.
you did it. The guy has to divorce her so that Muhammad could have sex with. Why every privilege is about sex? What? Why the Prophet of Islam needs so much sex?
Cannot tell you that. I do not know
Yes,
about
sir.
it.
So
I
why are
can't.
you
I
still
can't.
following that?
I'm suffering because this is my Islam. He doesn't need privileges for Islam to go out because there are no privileges. Everybody has that privilege. Let me say
Okay,
something. You
give
said
me a
that.
miracle
You
of
said
Muhammad.
what?
The privilege is about the miracle. So
Okay.
give me a miracle of Muhammad.
I don't know all the miracles. I actually only knew about these all of the privileges until now, but the miracles I can't tell you all of them because I don't know them. But
Okay,
what I'm saying here, let me
let me show
continue
you.
at least.
Let
Let
me
me
show
continue,
you.
please.
Let me show
Okay.
you the miracle of Muhammad.
Okay.
Oh, wrong. Sorry, my bad. Okay,
No, it's okay.
hold on. This one. Okay, I'm opening another page. Okay, but they say that the revelation is a mixture of false dreams. Who? people of the Makkah are accusing Muhammad. Okay, rather he has invented it. Rather he is a poet. So they are accusing him of being a poet, of a false dreamer, of an inventor, and etc. etc. Correct? So they
Huh.
are asking, oh, why don't you give us a sign, just as the previous people were sent with the sign, right?
Okay.
Biaya kama ursila awwalun, uh, ursila awwalun. The just like
ك-
then
كما
the
أرسل
people before,
الأولون
yeah,
الأولون.
yeah, the people before you, the prophets before you, basically in reference, the prophet before you were given signs, miracles. Why don't you give us a miracle, right? This is what the ayah is talking about, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, okay, continue. What does it says? uh Not city which, okay, now this is Allah is going in another tangent. Let's open another verse, because this one Allah just suddenly went into a tangent. So let's look another verse. It says, and they say, why is a sign not sent down to him from his Lord? This is Quran chapter number 10 verse number 20. So say, the unseen is for Allah, so wait, indeed I am with you who waits. So now Muhammad is waiting. Allah said, wait. Muhammad is waiting, everyone else is waiting. When everyone else finishes waiting, this is what happened. This is Quran chapter number 13, ayah number 7. This is what waiting. Why has a sign not been sent down to him from his Lord? You are only a warner for people. I'm not going to give you a sign. So Muhammad, according to Quran chapter number 13, ayah number 7, had no miracle. Had no miracle. You can read it. And plus, if you read ayah number 29, verse number 50, also says, he had no miracle. I am only a warner. So Muhammad had no miracle, but when it comes to sex, he had so many sex provisions. Why? How? Why should I still call him a prophet? You know, at the time of Muhammad, there was another prophet called Musaylama, correct? Whom
مسيلمة.
Muhammad called, yeah, whom Muhammad called Musaylama al-Kazzab.
مسيلمة الكذاب.
Yeah,
مسيلمة
because liar.
the
Yeah, the liar,
liar.
because there were two prophets. One was Muhammad, one was Musaylima. Muhammad called him Kazab, Musaylima called Muhammad Kazab. So they both called each other Kazab. But obviously there are two prophets at the time of Muhammad. Whoever had more power, more battle, more people, actually won. Oh, I am the prophet. That's what happened at that time. Google Musaylima al-Kazab, you will see.
I've
And by the
never
way,
heard about مسيلمة.
you have never
You
heard
know?
about Musaylama? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's let me show you. So you know, Musaylama uh, had a god named Ar-Rahman. Do you know that? Because
الرحمن.
at that time,
wait. I got named الرحمن.
yeah, Musaylama had the god named Ar-Rahman.
God has many names, and one of them is
Or
الرحمن,
not,
the
not,
merciful.
not the god of Islam.
What?
Okay,
Okay.
not
Another
the
one.
god of Islam. So at the time of Muhammad, there were many, many gods. Each and every tribe had a god, correct?
N- Yes. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
At that,
Every tribe had a god and had also a prophet or a messenger from God.
no. I'm talking about at the time of
Yeah.
Muhammad, when Muhammad was
Oh.
there,
Yes.
in the Arabia, people were living in tribal areas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When people were living in tribal area, each and every tribe has his own god, and that is why you will see that in Kaaba there were 365 idols, right? Each and every idol represents a god of that particular area, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so when we look at this Quran chapter number 17, ayah number 110, what does it says? Can you please read?
إيه. ولا wait. قل أدعو الله أو أدعو الرحمن أيما تدعو فله الأسماء الحسنى ولا تجهر بصلائك ولا تخافت بها وأبتغ بين ذلك سبيلا.
Yes, what does it says?
call upon Allah or call upon the most merciful,
Hmm.
whichever you call to him belong the best names, and
Okay.
do not recite
Okay.
loudly. Okay.
Now we look at the tafsir of this. Rather, not the tafsir. Let's go to Asbabul Nazul first. Why the verse came down to this earth? Asbabul Nazul. Okay, so Asbabul Nazul said by Ibn Abbas. One night in Makkah, the messenger of Allah, Allah gave him bless him peace, stood up in the night veil prayer. He kept saying in his prostration, "O beneficent, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman." And so the adulterer says, Muhammad used to call on one Allah. Now he is calling unto two God, Allah and the Ar-Rahman. We do not know of anyone by the name of the beneficent, means Ar-Rahman, except the Ar-Rahman of Al-Yamama, means Musaylama the liar. So Musaylama, who was another prophet at that particular time, whom Muhammad used to call Musaylama al-Kazzab. You can Google about Musaylama al-Kazzab and you can read more about Musaylama al-Kazzab. Now, we look at Musaylama al-Kazzab is the person whose God name was Ar-Rahman. And if you look at more tafsir, basically what happened was Musaylama sent a letter to Muhammad in which he said, Bi Ismir Rahman. So Muhammad replied back to him by saying, Bi Ismillah Ar-Rahman. So if you read the other tafsir on that, this is how it came into being. And then people started saying, hey, why are you saying Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman? Even if you don't take the letter position for now, you see that in ayah number 17 is the first time when Bismillah Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim came up. Before that, Muhammad was only saying Bismillah, just one, not Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Now this is ayah number 17. So by the revelation order, when did ayah 17 come?
You sound just God. I can't hear you. What did he say?
According to the revelation order, when did
Yeah.
ayah number 17 came?
No.
Ayah number 17 is basically 50th 50th surah. Surah number 17 is the 50th surah by revelation. It's a Makkan surah. So Muhammad was saying Bismillah, Bismillah for half of his life. And in Makkah, at the middle, when he was actually talking to Musaylama, whom he later said he is Al-Kazzab, he actually started using Ar-Rahman with Allah as well. Now Muhammad used the name of another person's God, and then he said, oh, Allah just sent this verse down to me saying all good names are for Allah. So my friend, how is this? Allah wrote this Quran in the eternal tablets way before human beings are even created. Yet Allah is sending these verses after the event. Never it was proactively, it was always reactively. How come? How come the
What about
verses
the
are
Bible?
coming always reactively?
Always reactively? You mean
Yeah,
after it happened, after
yeah.
something happened?
So there should be some basic principle, basic things which should be there already. No, it's not there. It's always reactive. Everything is coming after the event. Look at the whole Quran. So at least there should be like half of the Quran which should say, okay, this is what you have to follow, 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 follow. Okay, certain things happen. But here we are talking about the name of God. The name. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this basic principle, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, is not even there until half of the Quran has been revealed. And people started asking, why are you adding two God's name? So now the problem is, why Muhammad had to cancel a like I went to Musaylama because you didn't know who Musaylama was. That is why I came here. Otherwise, that's not even the thing, because this is what Musaylama is, and you can read about him from every location. That's not even there is not even one location. You can read about him from so many locations. I just gave you one. How can you
Okay.
believe in this kind of a prophet? Why are you still a Muslim? You tell me now. You have to tell me why you're still a Muslim.
I'm Muslim because I believe in my God. I believe that He is true.
He is true.
But
Where?
yes,
Show
but
me.
let
How?
me tell you something. The Bible and the book of the Jewish. Sorry, but I don't know its name. I don't know
Forget
its name
Bible.
in
We are
English.
not. So
Okay, let
Bible
me tell
is
you.
Bible is corrupted according to Muslims. So forget
Yes,
Bible.
yes.
Right now, why are you even a Muslim? So you tell me that. Forget Bible. You need to first tell me why you are a Muslim. Then
Because
go
I
to
believe
Bible.
in God. I believe in my God. I believe in this religion.
You believe? Why? That's my question. Why?
I
To a
believe in this.
prophet who was lusting against women, to the prophet who has privileges about women, to the prophet who didn't even know about his God's names, and half of the Quran are revealed, and then he was told about all his God names, to the prophet who actually had sex with Malakat al Yamin, the slave women, to the prophet who made legalized slave sex. Why are you still a Muslim when you know all these things now?
Okay, I know all these things. Yeah,
So why are you still a Muslim?
because there
So
are facts in the Islam. Because there are facts in the Quran.
facts in the Quran.
Yes,
Okay, let me look at some facts. You think Quran is factual?
there are some facts. Yes.
There are some facts. Let's look at three facts in one particular location. And if you think this is a fact, then it's up to you. And if you don't, you think that this is pretty bad because everything that I showed you so far, you said it's bad. You said it's wrong, yet you are still agreeing.
Not everything, but okay.
Okay. Now let's look at some facts of Quran. So fact number one, there is a guy whose name is Zulkarnain. Who is he?
Okay, Dhul Qarnayn. I know Dhul Qarnayn was a ruler in old
A ruler.
times.
At
Yes,
what
a
time?
ruler. Yeah,
At what time?
not sure what time, but he
Nobody
ruled
knows that.
75%. Okay.
Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. Okay. So now Zulkarnain was asked to go to a certain location. Okay. And he kept on going to a certain location. He followed away, right? He followed
Okay.
away, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Hatta is a Balagh Maghribush Shams.
Yes.
Next, he found what?
وجدت
تغرب في عين what? حمية and
ووجد عندها قوما.
okay now can you show me a location in the world where the sun is setting in a spring of dark mud or whatever you may like to call it?
من a place that has a sun that sets in the west.
Where do we have a flat earth where the sun actually goes down into the earth?
Do you know the location that he was in?
You tell me, buddy. Sun never sets in the earth. Are you a flat earth theorist? Do you think the earth is flat and
No.
sun goes from one location and sets in another location?
No, I'm not a flat earther, but okay.
Okay. So now, according to Quran, he went to a location where the sun actually sets in a dark, muddy water. So sun is setting in a dark, muddy water. Sun is so far away from us. How is he setting in a dark, muddy water?
How is it setting in what?
How is the sun setting in a spring? How can a sun set in a spring? How can the sun set in a earth?
In an earth.
Man, come on, you understand what I'm saying. Come on, don't do that with me. You are pretty intelligent, and I know you are intelligent. Don't act dumb, man. You
No,
know
I'm
it's
not
a
acting
problem.
dumb. I swear to God, I'm not acting dumb.
So you know it's a problem. It's saying until when he
Wait,
reached the setting place of the sun, he found it setting in a dark, muddy water. How can sun set in a dark, muddy water? That's just silly.
sun. Oh, okay. Now I get it. So you're saying that he set in a dark, muddy water.
That's what the Quran verse is saying, not me. You know Arabic more than me.
Okay. في عين I think. Look, have you ever seen a sunset? A
Oh,
sunset
I have
at an
seen
ocean.
sunset so many times, but he
Sunset
is
at an
saying
ocean. Yes.
It's
have
not
you
an
ever
ocean.
seen
It's
it?
my friend.
You
Number
know,
one, it's not
no,
an
no,
ocean.
let me say. Let me. Okay.
Number two, he went to
Okay.
a location. He went to a location. Otherwise, he can see sun setting everywhere. He went to a location. Followed a way. He
Okay.
went to a
Yes.
way until he reached hatta until he
وجده.
reached until he reached Iza when he reached hatta when
إيه
he
حتى
reached
إذا بلغ
yeah
مغرب
Maghrib
الشمس.
Shams. How can he reach to a setting place of a sun? Where does the sun sets in the earth?
Everywhere. It sets everywhere.
Exactly. So why does Quran says hatta? Because
حتى بلغ مغرب.
every day he can see sun setting. So why does it say hatta iza balagh al maghrib?
Now I gotta get a شيخ. حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمص ووجدها عندها قوم. Okay. Excuse me, I gotta think about this one.
And please,
Okay.
Adam, if you can
Yeah.
open chapter 36, verse 38.
Okay, I will open that as well. Let me finish these 3 points of mine and then I will open that. Okay,
Yeah,
Vaidya?
it has to do with the sun as well. It says that the
Yeah,
sun
let me
runs. Yeah.
yeah, we will look at that later. First let's finish this one. So this is the tafsir again for this ayah. What does it says? This is your early scholar. It says until when he reached the setting of the sun, place where it says he found setting it in a muddy spring. That is Ain al Hamaya, a spring containing Hama, which is black clay setting in a spring described as seen from the perspective of an eye, otherwise it's far larger, etc. 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 We said Dulkarnain meaning inspiration, either just this is how they try to show it. But if you look at it, if we go down, there is another problem. If we go down to ayah number uh, I will show you the thesis on that later. But if we go down all the way to ayah number 91, there is another problem. Where is this? Okay, this. Let's go to ayah number 91. Hold on. 91. Okay, hold on. So he then followed another way until he reached. Okay, no. 89, 88 to 91. Let's see if I can get that verse. Okay. Okay, then he followed another way. Summa, right? Then he followed another way. Okay. Hatta. Now where he goes? Hatta. Balagal. What? Matliya Shams.
Yes,
Right?
حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس. Okay, until
And what
he goes
happened?
to the setting of the sun.
First he goes to the setting of the sun. Then he goes to the.
تطلع على قوم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا.
And what happened over there? What happened over there?
Until when he came to the rising of the sun, he found it rising on a people for whom we had not made against it any shield.
Now, why does
Okay.
the shield is mentioned? Why is the shield mentioned over here now? So now, if I take your theory, there shouldn't be any mentioning of the shield over here because the shield. Why is the shield there if it is as if or another kind of a theory that you might want to bring up? Then there shouldn't be anything related to the shield.
Wait, could you repeat that? There was a bit of cutting in your sound. Could you repeat that?
I said the shield should not be mentioned at all over here if it is not the exact location of the sun rising. So according to Quran, the sun is rising from a
Okay.
particular location in the earth.
From a particular location. Okay. You're saying here that in this particular verse, it's saying that the sun is setting from a particular place, from only this place.
I don't know, man. You tell me what you read. You know Arabic as well. That is why I'm showing
Yeah, I
Arabic
know
and English
Arabic, but the
translation.
Quran needs tafsir as well in Arabic. You know.
Okay, let's go to tafsir.
Some words have tafsir, but
Yeah.
wait.
Let's go to tafsir. Check this
Some
tafsir out. Yeah.
okay.
until when he reached the rising of the sun place where it rises, found on the folks, namely Negroes Zinj, because they are black, so that is why they are black, because of the sun, for whom we had provided not shield against the sun, any form of coverage in the way of clothing or roofing. Their land could not support any structure. They had underground tunnels into which they would disappear at the rising of the sun, and out of which they would emerge at when it's on the highest point. Now the problem over here is the heat of the sun is always more when the sun is on the highest point, not when the sun rising. So if they are underground at the
Okay.
rising of the sun, then it is representing that sun is rising from near that people, and they are feeling more heat when the sun is rising, and when sun is on the top of the head, then they are feeling less heat. So the problem is the early scholars of yours who did not know about science, they were actually writing it tafsir as is. And if you see Muhammad himself, you know what Muhammad said in the hadiths? He said the same thing. He said the same thing.
He said the same thing. Oh,
In now you were talking many time about hadiths. Let me give you a hadith as well on that. So
please.
there are multiple hadiths on this. Let's look at some of them. Now you see the sun is setting in the earth, the sun is rising from the earth. So now look what Sunan Abi Dawood is saying. I was sitting behind Messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where he sits?" I replied, "Allah and His Apostle knows best." He said, "It sets in a spring of muddy water, warm water." So now this is
Is this
Sahih.
wait? Is this after the verse or before the verse?
This is obviously after the verse, man, or before. I don't know.
Okay.
It is a hadith. It is a hadith which is Sahih. I don't know whether it's after or before. Now the problem is
So it
the
might
sun
have been
is
after
setting.
the verse.
Dude,
This is it.
does it
Might have been
matter?
after the verse.
Does it matter the sun is setting in a muddy water? Does it matter? Does the sun set in a muddy water? You tell me first.
No.
Okay, thank you.
No.
You are very, very logical. I appreciate that your logical answering answered this question. Now, then this hadith is wrong. Quran is wrong. You said Quran has many great things. Now, according to you, the Quran is wrong.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. Look, it might have been how do I say this? عندنا مشترى رجيم. There are many ways to say this, but it is said. It is a lot of things that said in the Quran. It might have been how do I say this? the the sun was set. It looked like it was setting behind the river, so it was said like that. But it was known that it wasn't set from a river. I'm not
My
sure how
friend,
do I say
does
this in
this
English.
hadith, does this, what does hadith says that? Does hadith, that do you
Hadith.
know more than Muhammad himself?
No, no.
Okay,
But
then what did Muhammad
let me
said?
say, Muhammad is known that he cannot read and he cannot hear. Hear, astaghfirullah. I mean, he cannot read or write.
Man,
All of these things,
so
were
Muhammad,
told from Jibreel alayhi
So
salam.
Jibrail told him this, and he said
Yes.
as is. So basically, you are telling me that Allah didn't tell him the right thing. Muhammad did not
No, no.
understand the right
He
thing,
told them
and
the
the
right thing.
Muslimin later on knows the right thing. Muhammad didn't know the right thing because he just told his people like this: sun sets in a warm water. He said it, not me. And this is the warm water is a translation. Otherwise, it says the same thing. Ainal Hamia. Okay, so whether you translate it as warm water, muddy water, dark water, does not matter. The Arabic is same, and you know how to read Arabic. Now the
Okay.
problem is that why according to Muhammad the sun is setting in a warm water. This is such a bad thing. This is wrong. Like you are
Do
telling
you
me
know خط
Muhammad was
السرطان?
illiterate. He didn't
Do
know
you know
that.
خط السرطان? Do you know خط السرطان?
Okay, what is khata satran? You tell me.
خط السرطان. It's not about Islam. It's in how do I say it? It's the line of the world. It's the middle of the line. It's where the how do I say it? It's the hottest place. It's where the hottest places are. So it might have been said like that. It might have been said that the
My
mud
friend,
water was. Wait.
read
The
the
mud
Arabic.
water might have been at. Yes, I
Read
know.
the Arabic.
My
Okay.
I can read Arabic. I can see it. I
Yeah.
can see it with my eyes. I'm telling you that this mud water might have been at the end of the line of the Saratan.
Where?
where the earth looked, where the sun looked like it was rising from there. So it is said that the earth was rising from there. I'm not saying that God is wrong, God is right in
So,
this. He's saying
you
that.
know, you are telling me
Okay.
Allah could not write Arabic better. Muhammad could not say things better.
Allah
And the
didn't write.
people now,
Allah didn't write the Quran. He said the Quran. He
okay,
wrote it in a
Allah,
book.
Allah
And the book
wrote everything. Allah wrote everything in the Lohe
yes, He wrote
Mahfuz.
everything. He wrote
Lohe
everything.
Mahfuz.
Yes.
Allah wrote everything in Lohe Mahfuz. He sent it through Jibrail. So basically, Jibrail is only repeating what he wrote in the Lohe Mahfuz. So
Yes.
yes, Allah wrote
Yeah.
in Lohe Mahfuz. Now, repeating, let me repeat what I'm saying. You are telling me Allah could not write it the right way,
No, he
and
did
then
write it the right way.
Muhammad was not able to comprehend because you just said that Muhammad was illiterate. He was just reiterating what he heard from Allah or Jibrail, sorry. So basically, Muhammad didn't know anything. Allah could not write it perfectly, that it could be explained in a perfect way. And then you or somebody of the new scholars who after science has to come up and say things, because before science, the early scholars are saying, hey, it could be in Himalaya and it could be in the Negro Zinj, that they would hide in the underground tunnels. Like, come on, man. You are telling, do you see what's happening to you right now? You are trying to
I know.
find logics. You are trying to find logics where there is no logic of these things.
You can't find logic, but it's not with me. It is with someone with more knowledge about this, more
Man,
than me.
the more knowledgeable will tell
I
you the
told
same.
you.
They will tell
I
you the
told you, bro.
same.
I
They
don't
will
know
do the
about this
same
stuff. This
dance.
is not my strong suit. This is not my strong suit. I
They
mean,
will do the same tap dance, and they will try to keep you in this cult. They will do the same tap dance that you are trying to do, and they will do the same tap dance. Why do they do the same tap dance? Because Quran is not mubin. Okay, is Quran mubin? Yes or no?
Mubin? I mean,
Mubin. Is it
right in
detailed
every way.
explanation?
Okay, I mean, right in every way. Or do you
Okay.
mean explanation that it has explanation?
Does Quran has complete explanation of everything?
Yes,
It has a
that is what I believe. Look,
okay. You
I
believe
cannot
right
explain this
now,
very explicitly. I
right
cannot
now.
explain this very right.
Okay, right now you just denounce Quran, because Quran says that he has what? Atainahumul kitaba ya'lamun innahu what? Munazzila min rabbiku bil haqqi fala what? Takun min mumtarin.
الممترين.
What does it says? This is other than Allah, it should seek judge while he is has revealed to you book explained in detail mufassilan.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
mufassalan. This book is mufassalan. Why are you trying to add words into the Quran when Quran himself is saying it's mufassalan, describing everything in perfect details? Acha, not just this. Quran is saying that everything in Quran is in detail in such a way that each and every ayah is detailed. Look at this one. A book whose verses, kitabun fussilat, detailed, which ayahs,
Yes.
every ayah, Quran, Arabian. So in Arabic, this is an Arabic Quran which has each and every verse of the Quran is detailed explanation. Now you are telling me Quran cannot explain this. Your scholar will going to explain this, who will going to do a tap dance far better than you, and you are going to accept them, not Quran. Tell me a
No.
thing that you think is good about Islam. You have not explained that to me. You said Quran
Something that
has
is good about
very good
Islam.
things. Sorry?
Wait, you want me to tell you something that is good about Islam?
Okay, what is good about Islam?
No, Ramadan.
Ramadan is good
Ramadan
about
is to
Islam.
feed to feed the poor, to feed how they felt, and
Okay,
Hasana, how do I say
one by
it?
one. One by one.
Donations,
One by one.
donations. Yeah, yes,
One by
yes,
one.
we have,
So Quran is
we have to
fasting is
donate.
good in fasting is
Yeah,
good in Islam.
yeah. Look, there are things that there are five things that we
Let's
have
look
to
at
do.
it.
A
Let's
salat.
look at it. Let's
Okay.
look at one by one. One by one. Ramadan.
Okay.
Did Muhammad not tell that Saum is farad on you just like it was farad on the previous Ahlul Kitab?
What?
Saum,
A
the
psalm?
fasting
Yes.
is
Yes.
is farazed, is a faraz on you just like it was given to the previous nations.
Okay.
So fasting was already there before. So what is new in fasting? Nothing. It was already there.
Okay.
Now
Yes,
the
I know that.
problem
I
now
know
the
that.
problem of fasting is, when do you start fasting?
Ramadan
No, no. When do you start fasting in a day?
in a day.
Yeah, in a day. When do you start your fast?
Look. Wait. Let me see this.
Did I lose you? Hey, Con, are you here? Guys, did I lose everyone? Is it me or
No, I can hear you.
okay? So it's not me. I thought it's me. What happened? He's trying to tell me when he start his fast. It's amazing that it's so hard for him to tell me when he starts his fast if he's fasting every day. I have been fasting all my life. I know when the fast start.
Yeah, I was trying to find a hadith which says that the pagans used to fast at Ramadan before Muhammad. So he
Yeah,
just
doesn't
inherited.
matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it. Right now, I asked him a simple thing: when does the fast start? And yes, pagans, Ahlul Kitab, everyone was fasting before Islam. That's not even a new thing.
Hello.
Yes, when does the fast start, buddy?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Man, come on, man. Ekoni, yes, you can do your search on that, by the way, and give me that. Hey, man, we can hear your background noise, but not you. So, what's happening? Hey, Muhammad. Muhammad, come on, man. Okay. All right, you're back.
Okay. Okay. Now you
Hmm.
can hear me. Okay. What I was saying that there are 6. No, no, 5 days. 5 days. 25 March, 26 March, 27 March, 28 March, and 29 March. Okay.
What should I do with that? I asked, buddy, I
Okay.
asked, when do you
Yeah, yeah.
start
They
your
started.
fast?
Yeah, they
Means, no,
started
no, I don't
March.
want days. I don't want days. So, in a
Yeah.
day, when you need to start your fast, when is your sahur?
Sahut.
Sahur, sahur, seher, seher.
Suhoor. Yes, yes, suhoor. Okay.
Yeah, when?
In Maghrib. At
Maghrib?
6. Yes, 6 p.m.
That is iftar. No, sahur, seher.
Yes.
When do you do your
Suhoor.
seher?
Oh, you mean after iftar?
Not after iftar, seher. When you
Futur.
stop eating so that your
You
fast
mean
will start.
breakfast? You mean breakfast?
Breakfast?
Yes, suhoor means
How
breakfast.
many times did you fasted in your life?
Since I was, I can't remember.
Okay,
Wait, you mean without Ramadan?
give no during Ramadan. Give me the prayer of the seher.
Prayer of the Sahar.
Yeah, when you finish eating, just give me the prayer of the seher.
Prayer of the Sahar.
Yeah.
I've never known that you had to say prayer.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So right now you have seen. So seher, when do you do seher, by the way?
Sahar. You mean
Yeah,
wait? Sahar is breakfast, right?
yeah, breakfast. Okay, you have been fasting
Sahar.
all your life.
Uh, when I wake up,
Okay,
I
when you
did.
wake up.
Yeah, when
So
I
why
wake
are
up,
you
I do Sahar.
why are you showing yourself to be a fool right now when you can actually read Arabic, when you can actually do some everything, and now you are trying to show that you are the most idiot person in the world?
How?
That
What
you
did I
have
say
been
to make
fasting
myself
all
look
your
stupid?
life. You have been fasting all your life according to you, and you do not know what is the prayer that you have to recite after Sahar.
Yeah, because I've never been told that. Maybe I have
Okay,
been
and then
told,
you are
but when I
calling
was in
Sahar. Then you are
yes,
calling Sahar as a breakfast. Who calls him a
Sahar.
Sahar as a breakfast?
Because when I was a kid, always when we had breakfast,
Right.
they told me, "Suhoor, come eat suhoor."
Okay. Yeah, come
Yeah,
eat sahur. Okay,
yeah.
so
And I've heard
when do
also
you
in
eat sahur?
movies,
When do you eat sahur?
suhoor.
Yeah.
When I wake up, when I wake up,
So
suhoor is breakfast for me.
you don't even remember a single line prayer to do sahar, and you said that you do sahar.
فطور. سحر is
Oh,
فطور.
sahar is fatur. Wa bi sawmi ghadin nawaitu min shahri Ramazan. Is this such a hard prayer to recite and not remember? What kind of a Muslim are you?
What
So
prayer? Wait, wait.
Muhammad,
What prayer? What prayer is this?
so
Please excuse
Muhammad,
me and tell me what prayer is this.
so Muhammad had sexual privileges, you had no issue. Muhammad married his adopted son wife, you have no issue. Muhammad is having sex with any woman who gives herself to him, you have no issue. If your wife Muhammad looks at her lustfully, and you have no issue Muhammad marrying her, the lusting prophet, you have no issue with that. Sun is setting in the muddy water, you have no issue with that. Sun is rising on the earth, you have no issue with that. Ramadan fasting is awesome, that is why you are a Muslim. And you don't even know what is the prayer that you have to recite, the dua that you have to recite before the fasting starts. Why are you here? Do you know about Islam anything?
Yeah,
And why are you even a Muslim then? Why can't you say
I'm
Muhammad
a
is a
Muslim.
false
I know
prophet? He
about
was
Islam, bro.
Muhammad is kazab. Just say it. Muhammad is a kazab.
No, he's not kazab.
He is not a kazab, right?
No. Yeah,
Why is he
he's
not a
not a kazab.
kazab? His Quran
Because,
is full of
Prophet,
issues. His life is full of issues, and you are telling me he is not a kazab. He is a kazab, and you
no.
don't even know the basics of Islam, and you are here to talk about it. Seriously, buddy, I'm amazed right now. And you
How
think
do
your
I not
scholars
know
can
this?
your scholars can defend it?
My scholars can defend it.
Your scholars
They are
cannot
science.
defend it. They don't
They
know
can.
jack about it. They cannot even debate the right people. They only find the people whom. Where is your best scholar? Who can come to me? You will not find one single good scholar to come to me.
I can come to you and make you see what's right and what's wrong.
They will make me see. I have been calling up all the scholars to show me why Muhammad is the prophet and why Quran is the best deen, Islam is the best deen. They don't dare to come. They don't dare to come. And you are here, call yourself Muhammad, you and you cannot even say a single thing about anything that I've shown you, yet you say you are a Muslim. What kind of a Muslim are you?
How
Muhammad
can I
was a
tell you
pagan.
something I'm not into? I told you. I already told you from the start of
So
this.
leave
I'm
it.
not the
If you
best
don't
at
even
this
know
stuff.
Jack, leave it. Why are you doing that? Leave it.
I told you I am not known about this. I did not need it about this. I did not read about this. I didn't know. I did not get into this. I told you already about this.
That's why I'm saying just leave it. Why are you keeping this? Just leave this evil. The evil which talks about sex, 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 sex. Leave it.
You say it talks all about sex, 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 sex. But all you read is about sex.
I read about sex. Why is it so many things about sex, 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 sex in it? There you go.
Come on.
Now check this out. This Muhammad had
Okay.
sex with a slave female. Check this out. Why? He
It's a
had
slave
nine
in their
wives
days, bro. It's a slave in their days. They were normal.
in their days. So
Slaves are normal.
I showed you from Quran that so Quran is for those days. Why are you still keeping Quran then? I showed you from Quran that you have to protect your private part, except the slave.
From your slave girl
20,
and your
yeah,
wife. I know that. I already
yeah.
read that.
So now so it means Quran is no more. It's for the 7th century or 8th century or 10th century or 12th century. It is for not now. Why are you accepting it?
I am accepting it because it's my religion. Wait, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. The Quran has told us everything about that time. He has told us we already know everything about our Quran. This is something I heard from somebody I know.
You
He has
somebody,
told
you
me
know,
that. Wait,
that's
wait,
what I'm
wait.
saying. Quran tells you to have slaves and have sex with them. Why aren't you doing that?
Is it supposed to be that? Is it supposed to be wajib? I am supposed to do that.
Isn't that ISIS doing all that? They are
I
doing,
can't do it
they are
because
doing,
I'm
they
not.
are
I
doing
don't want to do it.
exactly what Quran says. They fight, they get the capture of the war, and they molest them and have sex with them because Muhammad did that. They are doing the right thing. They are right on Quran, according to Quran. And then you guys actually say, oh, they are not non-Muslim, they are non-Muslim, they are extremists. But that's what Quran makes them. If you read Quran, understand Quran, follow Quran, then you become an
Yes.
extremist.
I don't know what an extremist is, but okay. Look, the Quran tells us what everything we have now. Let's say that there is. Look, there's. This is not. I don't know
So
if
Quran
this.
tells you
But
everything
wait.
that you need to know, whereas Quran
Okay.
says that the sun is setting in the muddy water, sun is rising from the earth. That science actually destroyed that already. The sun does not set in the earth, sun does not rise from the earth. Quran is saying that I just showed you. So Quran goes against science. Man, when are you going to open your mind? That's what I'm just like right now. I think it's been like almost 2 hours. I need to see you opening your mind. Like why do you have a big lock in your brain to lock every logical reasoning and not open your brain?
Because I believe in this God.
So you believe in this and you want to keep the lock in every logical aspect of this and keep it in there and stay in there. I was a Muslim for almost 40 years of my life. I left this evil cult. Why I left this? Because it is everything that I picked about it, read about it. I was like, this is not right. So if I can do that, why can't you? Because everything that I'm showing you over here, Muhammad, and you even can read Arabic, no Arabic. Why are you
Yes.
still accepting it? Why are you trying to log your brain? Allow me to respect you even further by you accepting what it is written. If it is your Quran, you believe it, then believe it fully. Why do you need to add words to it? When it says it's mubin and it's mufassal, how is it mufassal when you have to add words to it? So Quran is all nothing. Use the brain that you have, man, and you have a good brain. You have a logical brain. Right now you are putting a lock on it. Open the lock.
Mr. Muhammad, allow me to ask you, if you don't mind, are you afraid that if you leave Islam, that Allah is going to punish you? Are you afraid of hell?
I'm afraid of being wrong.
Awesome. So you are wrong. So I proved
No,
you
I'm
for the
afraid of
last two
being wrong.
hours.
If I was wrong here, I can't go to hell. I may go to hell if I was wrong.
Dude, what type
Either
of
way,
hell
if
or
I was
heaven?
wrong, either way, if I was wrong in either way, I would go to hell. But if I was right, I would go to heaven. This is why
Okay.
I'm trying to stick to the right religion.
Is Islam the right
And by
religion?
my
That's
religion,
exactly what we are talking.
yeah, that's what we're talking about. But in my
So
beliefs, I
how
see
can
that
how
the
can
sun.
Islam be the right religion when the afterlife is all about sex? So Surah Rahman, you have read Surah Rahman.
It's
Beds
not a
laid
wait, wait,
down.
wait, wait,
Beds
wait, wait,
laid down. So
wait.
what is going to happen in the heaven? What is the biggest reward in the heaven for Muslimin? The river of milk or honey or wine, and the woman with big boobies
Have
and
you ever wait the khema,
and and
the
and
golden khema, the golden khema? That is
why do you
the
need gold, man, in the afterlife? Why do you need gold when
wait,
you do not
just
need to
wait.
purchase anything?
And unlimited wishes.
Why do
The
you need
wishes.
gold when you do not need to purchase anything? It
A
is it
golden
is a
tent. I told you a
fantasy.
golden tent.
So
And
so
wait,
the
look,
the
look.
yakut or marjan. Why do you need those stones, yakut and marjan and all these things and the gold? Why do you need it in heaven when you are not supposed to purchase anything? Number one. Number two, why do you need to have
Because it's
constant
beautiful.
sex? Oh,
It's known that
for the love
let
of
me ask you
God,
something. Let me ask you something.
for the
Let me ask
love
you
of
something.
God,
Wait,
that
wait.
is not beautiful. The beautiful thing is not this. You need to get out of this and see it from the spiritual level. How can heaven be with everlasting sex, that your woman over there will have unlimited sex and she's waiting for you hot? I just showed you. She's waiting
Yes,
for
I
you
know, I
hot
know.
like a camel on a heat. How? So that woman has no heaven. For her it's no heaven. She is just waiting for you to come in. When you are out, she comes in, you come in, and you just do ding dong with her. Boom, 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 boom. Is that heaven? What are you telling me, man?
Women have heaven.
Women have heaven. Yeah, so yeah, that's their heaven. So every time you have sex with them, Allah will make their hymen, Allah will recreate their hymen, so that you will repenetrate them and you will re-destroy them. So this is the heaven. How could that be a heaven? Think logically. Think, start thinking.
I am thinking.
So that woman is your sex toy, nothing more. Where is her heaven? You can have as many women as you want to, but she, even in the heaven, only have you. Why? So even in the heaven, your wife is only for you, whereas even in the heaven, and Allah will remove the hasad from the wife, so that in the heaven she will not do hasad for you when you have your other huris. So where is the heaven of that woman? So woman over here in this world is snubbed, and in the afterworld she is also snubbed. Where is the heaven of that woman? She is called a whore according to Quran. She is called with big boobies and a regeneration of heaven, hymen, so that when you have the sex for the first time, you will have pleasure every time, new sex, hymen, because Allah will regenerate the hymen. And your scholars are saying, oh, the hymen will be so elastic, it will be do d boo d, and this is how you do that. Is this heaven? Man, for the love of God, think.
In heaven, there's unlimited food. There's unlimited wine. As you
Why do
said,
you
there's
need food?
unlimited wine.
Why
Milk
do you
with
need food?
food is enjoyment. It has
why
enjoyment.
why
It
do
has
you need
enjoyment. You
okay,
have everything in heaven. Yeah, you
my
can wish for
friend,
God.
why
You
do you
can wish
need
to God
food?
for anything.
Why?
You can wish to God for anything. You can wish to God
Exactly.
for
Now the
anything.
thing is, forget that part. If Allah would have said, oh, you could wish for anything and you will get it, that's fine. So basically you will wish for anything and you will get it. Okay, let me give you an argument on that. So you go
Okay.
to heaven, you go to heaven, you like your, assuming that you like your sister over there. Can you have sex with your sister in heaven?
I don't know.
You don't know. But you just
Okay.
said you can ask anything and it will happen.
I said I don't know. I don't know about that.
No,
Maybe it is.
before
Maybe
that
you
you
can
said
do
you
it.
can ask anything and it will be
Yeah,
fulfilled.
but nobody know. But I don't know about what happens in the afterlife.
Exactly, that's the problem. That is the problem. That no matter how you look at it, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is ignorant. Allah of Islam does not know, because it was Muhammad only. He was a Kazab, not Musaylima. Musaylima was not Kazab. Muhammad was the one who was Kazab. Rather, Musaylima was also Kazab. Muhammad was also Kazab. Both of these prophets at the 7th century were Kazab,
Then who was
because
right?
none of them. Like, where did Muhammad come from? Where did Muhammad come from? Do you have his lineage? Does any of your scholar has the lineage of Muhammad? Any of you?
I don't know about that.
You don't know about it. So I'm telling you, none of your scholars has the lineage of Muhammad. If you read, uh, if you read Life of Muhammad by Ibn Kathir, I can show you right now. So none of your scholars have Ibn Kathir. Hold on. Let me show you. Siratun Nabi by Ibn Kathir. Okay. My computer is dying on me right now. Hold on. So Siratun Nabi by Ibn Kathir explains it clearly that according to all of your early scholars, nobody had the lineage of Muhammad. So where did he come from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows that. You still believe in him. There you go.
The lineage of him? You mean the place that he lived?
Lineage. Where does he come from? Whose son he is? Whose grandson and grandson? Where does he come from? He is not from the line of the prophets, anyways. What is the father's name of Muhammad?
أبو صخر.
Sorry.
أبو صخر السا. أبو صخر.
Okay, that's not the father's name, by the way. Why are you still a Muslim, man? Seriously speaking, you are right now making me think that you are just born in a Muslim family. Get out of this cult. Just get out of this cult. 75, 25. 75. There we go. Okay, now let's read. Let's read together. This is Siratun Nabi by Ibn Ishaq. Uh, it has been said, whatever, Uthman bin started saying, according to Salama, this Zainab and
Hello.
etc. 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 Now you cannot
You
hear
can hear
anything.
me say I or hi.
Yes,
Yes,
I
yes.
can hear you.
If you hear me, type anything. Hello. Okay. Then why can't I hear you?
You have the same problem. Go out and come back in.
Wait.
There you go.
Okay, okay.
Check this out.
What?
This is everyone says we don't even know what is the lineage of Muhammad. This is I have done a full
How?
video on that.
But
Nobody
the lineage
says
of
that.
Muhammad is about.
Everyone
Wait.
says that Muhammad was not from the Ishmael, not from the Ishmael. Everyone says that. As for Malik, he's saying, whereas come to the knowledge from what? When he has asked about tracing back to Ishmael, he expressed similar disapproval, asking who could provide such an information. Malik also disliked tracing the genealogy of prophet, such as to Abraham or etc. etc. and to etc. And then we have found no one who knows the line between Adnan and Ishmael. Nobody knows what line Muhammad comes from. It is reported by Ibn Abbas as well that Ishmael has 30 ancestors unknown, so nobody knows. And then we we talk about Umar bin Khattab. We can carry back the genealogy as far as Adnan, so they can carry back to Adnan, but not before his time. And then we can see in other references, page number 52, we see nobody till the time 9th century, they are all saying, agreeing to the basic principle that he was not even from the Ishmael. So now all the aura that these scholars have created for Muslimin has been broken by reading the actual books. Yet you are still a Muslim. Yet you say he is a prophet. From where? All the prophets are gone. After Jesus, you will not find a prophet. And then 600 years later, Muhammad comes into being, who is more of a sex prophet than a prophet itself. His heaven is sex, his life is sex, his heaven is gold and Yakut and Zamran. His life is about capturing caravans and getting money and robbing them and then capturing the worldly stuff and getting the fifth of the war booty for himself. Why does he has to take the fifth of the war booty? So everything for him in this world and afterworld is sex and money. In afterworld is sex and money. What is he telling his 7th century pagan people? Hey, come to this religion where even when you die, you will have a lot of sex and money. Why do you need sex and money in the afterlife? God knows. He doesn't describe. In this world, sex and money. Go fight the pagans, have sex with them. Why? It's just, oh, it's good. Have sex. It's a ding dong. It's a religion of ding dong. Get out of this. Start thinking. Say it. When are you going to say it that this is evil? No matter where you look at it, it's evil. Say it's evil. Say
No.
the truth. Say the truth. The things which are evil, say that they are evil.
I will say, but I can't say that it's evil. I'm sorry.
When it is evil, so it is not evil to have sex with slave woman. You said it is. It is not evil to have sex with a 9 years old.
9-year-old. You mean Aisha alayhi salam?
Whatever the name is, I'm saying, is it not
Okay.
evil that if you are 60 years old having sex with a 9 years old, is this not evil? I'm not talking about Muhammad. Anyone, is it not evil?
Wait. If you're getting to this, I gotta say something.
I'm asking you the first question. Is it not
No.
evil for a
If she
man
is
who
mature,
is,
if she is mature,
if it,
no.
I'm
In their
asking you a
days, they
simple
were
question.
mature. If she is
Whatever,
mature,
mature or not mature, I will
mature,
go to the mature or not
not
mature
mat,
later. Is it not
not.
evil to have sex with a 9 years old when you are 50 or 60 years old?
I can't say. If she is mature, then no, it's not evil.
I
If
did not
she is
ask
not mature,
about
then no.
I did not ask about Aisha. I ask you a simple question. Is it evil to have sex with a 9 years old when you are 50 or 60 years old?
I told you, if she is mature, then yes.
Mature what? Mature what?
If she is mature, if the 9-year-old is mature, then no, it's not evil.
Okay. Mature means she has puberty. Means she had have uh, blood
Per
cycles.
period. Yeah.
Okay. I will ask you to give me one single hadith from Kitab Sitta which says that she was in after the age of puberty. Can you give me one?
After the age, I can't. I don't. I haven't read
Because
the
there is
hadith
none.
after the age of.
Because there is none. Not a single
Does
hadith in the
is there
Kitab
a hadith that
Sitta.
says that she is not mature? Is there a hadith that says that she is not
Yes.
mature?
Yes.
Which
There
hadith?
is. Hold on. Because she was playing with dolls, and they say because she was playing with dolls, then it means that playing with dolls is only allowed when you are, because they are idols, so you can only play with dolls when you are under the age of puberty. So this is uh,
Their time. Eh,
not their time, in every time, as a
in every
Muslim
time.
or Muslima, as a Muslim or Muslima, as a Muslim or Muslima, you cannot have idols. As a Muslim or Muslima, you cannot have idols. You and dolls and toys are idols, and hence Aisha, because she was playing with dolls which are idols, it can only happen when uh, she was not menstruating. She was under the age. So let me hold on. Let me give you Sahih Bukhari 6130. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Mm, okay. There you go.
Hmm.
I used to play with dolls in the presence of Prophet. This is Sahih al Bukhari 6130. And my
No.
girlfriends also used to play with me. When Messenger of Allah used to enter, they used to hide themselves, but the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. Now, thing is that they would actually, they say the tafsir of Sahih al-Bukhari, in the tafsir of Sahih al-Bukhari, why she is playing with dolls, they write the playing with dolls and similar images are forbidden. Yes, they are forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at this time because she was young girl and not yet reached the age of puberty. Now the thing is, was she 9 when Muhammad had sex? Yes. Now, was she did she had puberty? You will not find anything in the Kitabu Sitta, the main 6 books of Sunnah, that she had reached the age of puberty. You will not find it. Not a single hadith on that. So now, what should we do? We go to the tafsir of tafsir. So tafsir of hadith, and if we look at the tafsir of hadith, this is what is written in the tafsir of hadith. Now, irrelevant. If she had done puberty, there should be 2 things. It should have stated out clearly that she had reached the age of puberty. Why does it not say that? Because she have not. She have not. Does Quran talks about you have to go, you have to have a, you have to reach the age of puberty? Does Quran talks about it?
I don't know. I've never heard about it. I've
Okay.
never seen if you have to be at the age of puberty to have sex with
You don't need
somebody.
to, you do not need to have attain puberty according to Quran. You do not need to attain puberty. Let me show you. Have you ever heard of Muhammad Hijab?
Muhammad Hijab?
Hmm. He's a
No.
Western scholar. Let's see what he's saying in Speaker's Corner. I'm giving you his words for the time being. Then I will show you Quran and the tafsirs of Quran. Check this out.
If you look just at the Quran, you will get the indication that you can have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. If you just read the Quran, it is halal. It would be halal to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. And the ones who had never been pubescent before.
What did he say?
Said if you read in the Quran, it would
Mhm.
be okay to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old.
What can I do now? Now look at the Arabic scholar. You know Arabic very well, but English translation is also there. Read this.
يعني
Okay.
كلام صحيح البخاري
نعم.
كلام الفتح، كلام الحافظ في الفتح، كل ده بيقول انه الاتفاق على انه الكلام هنا على الصغيرة التي لم تبلغ الحيض بعد، يجوز تزويجها وإن لم يحدث وفاق تطليقها، والشرع قال هذا فعدتها كذا. مين اللي قال الكلام ده زي ما بقول لحضرتك كده؟ ولا لم يحض؟
الصغيرة، يعني الصغيرة اللي هي لم تبلغ الحيض يجوز.
نعم.
يجوز
الكلام
تزويجها.
طبعا الكلام ليس كلامي، انما الكلام على ايه؟
يعني تبقى مثلا كم سنة؟ يعني 10 سنين، 9 سنين، 8 سنين.
لم يتحدث سن. الحقيقة لم يتحدث سن للزواج. لا، الشريعة الإسلامية كلها. هات لي حد يقول لي اتحدث سن بيوم، بسنة، ب10، ب15، ب20.
انت على كده بقى، انت ممكن وهي لسه طفلة بقى شهر او شهرين بقى،
ان شاء الله حتى يوم.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes.
Okay. Now check this out. Why do they say that? There you go. I will give you the Quranic verse as well. This is the Quranic verse. Chapter number 65. Ayah number 4. It says, those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their waiting period is 3 months. And for those who have not yet menstruated, who are those? Let's look at Tafsir al-Jalalain. Who have not menstruated because of their young age. This is highlighted and underlined. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. And this is Ibn Abbas. Do not have menstruation because they are too young. Yellow part. Underline part. Because of the young age, their waiting period is still 3 months. So you can have sex with them even if they have not menstruated. Another one. This is Asbabul Nazul by Asbabul Nazul. It says, Messenger of Allah, some women of Medina are saying, there are other women who have not been mentioned. He asked him, and who are they? He said, those who are too young, such as they have not yet started menstruating yet. Okay. And we can also see, where is my, okay, Ibn Kathir is not here, but Ibn Kathir actually says the same thing. I can show you Ibn Kathir as well, but it's saying the same thing. Now, why is it not here? That's another problem. But anyhow, I can show you later. Now, now you are telling me that Quran is actually talking about this, and then everyone is actually saying Kitabu Sitta does not talks about Aisha being menstruating at that time. And you said no, she was mature. Okay, now, even if I take your argument that she was menstruating, which she was not, we have proved it. No Kitabu Sitta says she was menstruating. But for the sake of argument, she was menstruating. You are 60 years old. She is 9 years old. Her hymen, her vaginal part is not even developed yet. You are going to have sex when your penis is thick and big, because now you are 50, 55 years old guy, and you are going to rip her apart. Why are you going to do such a thing? Is that not immoral? You have seen all the immoralities in Muhammad right now. This is the last point that I brought up after 2 hours. Last point. Still, you are saying that you believe him to be a prophet. Why?
I can't say.
Then why don't you get out of this cult when you don't have any jawaz for being in this cult?
You have
How
made
many
me.
more things? How many more things do I need to show you to get out of this evil cult?
I'm sorry, but you can't. I need some guidance. But
I am showing you the guidance. I'm giving you the guidance from your own books without any tap dancing. What is written? I'm showing you exactly what is written. I'm not doing the tap dancing which your scholars do. I'm showing you exactly what is written, what your hadiths are saying, what your tafsirs are saying. Why are you still doing? And Muhammad even received revelation from Satan. How can this be a prophet when he received revelation from Satan?
wait, what do you mean revelation?
Revelation. Revelation means revelation. What is revelation? You tell me what is revelation. Wahi.
Wait. What
Wahi. Revelation means Wahi. Who is the source of Wahi? And he needs to join in again. Okay. Who is the source of Wahi? Who is the source of Wahi? Allah or Satan?
What's the source of what?
Wahi. Wahi.
Wahi?
Yeah.
What's the source of Wahi?
Yeah.
God.
God. So if Satan is giving Wahi, what should I do with that?
If Satan is is giving Wahi.
Yeah, to Muhammad and all the prophets according to Quran.
How?
Read it.
Where?
There you go.
ما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول ولا نبي إلا إذا تمنى إلقاء الشيطان في أمنيته فينسخ الله ما يلقي الشيطان ثم يحققهم الله آياته والله عليم حكيم.
Okay, what did Shaitan do?
شيطان his restriction. شيطان في
What did he do?
أمنيته.
Yeah, what did he do?
يتمنى ألقى الشيطان في أمنيته فينسخ الله.
We'll read the Yansakh Allah later. But does Shaitan give Wahi to the Rasul and the Prophet?
Wahi to Allah and the Prophet.
Yeah, did Shaitan give Wahi to the prophets according to this verse?
ما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول ولا نبي. Wait, could you read the first part in English?
Okay, you can read it in English. There you go. There you go.
And we did not send before you any messenger or prophet, except that when he spoke, Satan threw into it. But Allah abolishes that which Satan throws in. Then Allah makes precise his verses, and Allah is knowing and wise.
So what did Satan do?
He threw it.
He threw into Muhammad's mouth words which Muhammad thought that these are Allah's word. Shaitan is now the source of wahi.
He's a source of wahi in here.
Yeah, in here, check this out now. This is the tafsir. Asbabul Nazul, why this verse came down. Like I said, every time the verse comes down, it comes down after the event happens. Allah is usually sleeping before the event is happening or when the event is happening. Now look what happened. The Messenger of Allah recited it with Surah 53. But when he reached, have you thought about Allah, Al-Uzza and Al-Matat, the third, the other, 53, chapter number 53, ayah number 19 and 20. The devil, the Satan, put on his tongue means Muhammad is receiving the revelation from Jibrail. Suddenly Jibrail goes away, Satan comes up, and Satan said what he has secretly wished for and hoped for, and said, these are the mighty Gharakeen, Karens, and their intercession is hoped for. When the Qurayshi heard this, they were very pleased. The Messenger of Allah, bless him, give him peace, carried on recitation until the end of the surah and prostrated. So he bowed down to who? Allah and Ul-Uzza and Al-Manat. He was a pagan for that particular time. This is what your hadiths are saying. Open your mind and read it. These are the mighty Gharakeen, and their intercession is hoped for. The Messenger of Allah carried out recitation under the end of surah and then prostrated. All the Muslimin followed suit and prostrated, and all the idolaters who were present prostrated too. All those who were present, whether Muslim or disbelievers, prostrated except two people because they were too old and could not prostrate, but they both grabbed a handful of dirt and put their foreheads, and the Qurayshi then displeased. So basically, Jibrail is giving revelation to Muhammad, and Jibrail suddenly goes away, and Satan comes up, and then Satan says this, and Muhammad proclaims this, and then they all prostrated. How is this a prophet? Why don't you think from your mind? Why don't you open the lock of your mind and see the stupidity and the evil in it? How can a prophet of Islam cannot differentiate that there is only one Allah? There cannot be the daughters and etc of Allah. Quran chapter number 53 verse number 19 and 20. Why? And you know what Allah says over there? Allah says, you give me daughters and you keep male for yourself. I will go there later, but like, read what it says. This is how derogatory it is. Satan is the source of wahi, and Muhammad could not even differentiate. And then Allah later on, when he wakes up from his sleep, he comes up and say, hey Muhammad, oh, every prophet received wahi from the Satan. And he gives the chapter number 22, ayah number 52 to Muhammad. Oh, every prophet received this kind of a thing. Hello Allah, really? When? What are you saying? How can you just say that? Because Muhammad, there was no Allah. Muhammad was trying to create these kind of things out of the blue to save his butt. He was really a kazzab.
Hello?
Exactly, I'm waiting for you to answer.
I can't answer, bro.
You can't answer. Yet you do not want to get out of this cult. Get out. Say that Muhammad is a kazzab. Get out of it. Yeah, say it. Because you just saw it. He's a liar. Why can't you just say it? Because this, you, by being in it, you are definitely going to hell. That's the reality. Just say it and get out of it, and then we can start working on who is the true God, and that is altogether a separate situation. But first thing first, get out of this evil cult. Why can you not get out of this kind of an insane human who even asked his people to worship idols and they all prostrated to him, to them, yet you are not getting out of it? What is going to make you get out of this? Can I show you that all the earlier prophet, not the prophet, can I show you that even his own writer, you know, Muhammad had writers because you said Muhammad was ummi, right? He was illiterate.
Yeah.
His own writer said, Muhammad, you are a kazab. Can I show you that?
Where?
Okay, there you go. Let me show you that. And if you still do not want to get out of this cult, I will be amazed, because then it's just amazing that you just want to remain in there. 693, this is the last thing that I'm going to show. And I wish that you will say, okay, this is more than enough. I wish that you would say this is more than enough. Otherwise, I don't think there is any hope for you. This is like, I've been wasting my time with you, seems like it. Okay, this is Quran chapter number 6, ayah number 93. Oh, why did I select 9? I'm just so tired right now. And chapter number 6, ayah number 93. Let's go to first, which let me go to first. Okay, let's go to English. Oh, English later. English later. Why should we go to English? Let's go to Arabic. You are an Arabic speaker, because in Arabic things are much more clearer than they are in
English. Okay.
in English. So let's
Well,
directly go to, yeah. Let's go to Al-Bayzuwi first. We'll go to multiple tafasir, but let's go to Al-Bayzuwi first. Al-Razi, we can go to Razi as well, but Al-Bayzuwi first, because this is 685 Hijri, the closest. Okay, this is the closest. So what happened is Muhammad is talking about the verse of Quran. Okay, Muhammad is talking about. Did I selected the right verse? This is not the right verse. 652. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. 692. See how tired I am right now.
I see. I'm
692.
tired too. It's 2
Yeah,
a.m.
but like I'm actually working for you. I'm not even. Did I ask you for any money or anything? No.
No.
Do I get heaven when you do that? No. I don't need any person to get out of Islam so that I could get heaven. I just want you to see how derogatory this is. Okay, now check it. Nazalat. Okay. فلما نزلت ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من صلاة من طين فلما بلغت قوله ثم خلق الآخر قال Abdullah, what did Abdullah said? Abdullah said فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين tajuban, because he was very he was astonished, okay, that how Allah created insan. Okay, فكذلك نزلت فشك Abdullah وقال لئن كان محمد صادق لقد أوحي إلى كما أوحي. So if Muhammad, so basically when Muhammad was telling Abdullah Abdullah bin Abdul Sara, when Muhammad was telling him, hey, write, and he was writing, okay, and then he was very astonished, and he said, "Fatabarakallahu ahsan al khaliqin," and Muhammad said, "Write it as is." And then Abdullah said, "Oh no, Muhammad, if you are Sadiq, if you are true, then this is what I received as wahi. Otherwise, wala in kana kazzaban lakad kalat kama kal, because otherwise you are a liar, because this is what I said, not Jibrail said to you." Do you see what just happened? Do you see
Yeah.
what just, you want to read it perfect? Read it yourself.
ولئن كان كاذبا لقد قلت كما قال ومن قال سأنزل مثل ما أنزل الله كالذين قالوا لو نشأ لقلنا مثل هذا.
Forget the rest. Read this part. That's it. There you go.
أو قال أوحى إلى ولم يوحي إليه شيئا كعبد الله بن سعد بن أبي سرح كان يكتب لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، فلما نزلت ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين، فلما بلغ قوله ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخره، قال عبد الله فتبارك الله أحسن
So who said
الخالقين.
that? Who said فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ? Who said that?
قال عبد الله.
Abdullah said that. And then he was, because he was ta'ajub, he was like, wow, how did Allah created humans? And then what happened? Muhammad said, write it as is. And then what did he said? He said, if you are
تعجب.
sadiq, if you are truthworthy, then I have received the wahi just like you did. Otherwise you are kazab, you are a liar. What should I do with this now? This is one of it. This is one of it. It's not just the end of it, but this is al-Bayzuvi. Okay, we can go to multiple other tafsirs as well. So even his own scribe actually said that Muhammad is kazab. Let's go to Al-Tibri. There you go. Aras. There you go. Saad bin Abi Sarah, Abdullah bin Saad bin Abi Sarah, Fatabarakallahu Ahsan al Khaliqeen, and then Anzalat, just like that. Aduwala Kala Lagin, Muhammad Sadiq, Falakad Auhai, Ila Kama Auhai Ila. Wala in Kana Kazzaban, otherwise Muhammad is a liar. This is Tibri. What should I do? What should I do? So even the scribe of Muhammad are telling Muhammad that you are a liar because this is my words. How can you take my words and say that this is the wahi? Because if you are saying this is wahi, then I have received the wahi before you did. Then I am a prophet. What should he do? Because he said, "Fatabarakallahu ahsan al khaliqin." So even Fatabarakallahu ahsan al khaliqin has a big problem in itself. You know what the problem it is in itself? Blessed is Allah, the best of all creators. How many creators are there in the world? There should be only one creator, not creators. How can Allah is the best of all creators? Ahsanul Khaliqin. How can Allah be the best of all creators when there is only one creator? Allah should be the creator or the greatest creator, not the best of all creators. Fatabarakallahu ahsanal khaliqeen, creators, not khaliq. So the problem is that a human said it. It is there in the Quran as is, because everything is about human in Quran anyways. But here, even the scribe of Muhammad is telling the Muhammad, hey Muhammad, you are a liar. And you know what Muhammad said when this guy ran away? And when Muhammad did Fatah Makkah, Muhammad said, if Abdullah bin Abi Sarah is hiding behind the curtain of Kaaba, still kill him there. Because he was so angry on him, because he was exposing his lies and deception. That's why Muhammad said that. 11 people that Muhammad wanted to kill when he did Fatul Makkah, the conquest of Makkah. One of them was this guy. I can show you from 9 other tafsir the same thing written. Why are you still a Muslim? Quran is from every other location telling you that this is a lie. The Satan says something, Muhammad does. Dude, everything is satanic in there. Why are you still a Muslim? Say Muhammad is Kazab, just like this guy said it. On the face of Muhammad, he said it. You are a Kazab. Why can't you say it?
I want look. I'm gonna ask somebody to tell me something.
Then he will go and he will give you a tap dance, and you will never come back. That's the thing which happens with you people.
I will come back.
No, you will not come back. I know that. You will not come back. He will give you a tap dance. and you will not come back, because the tap dances, they have written tap dances in the 18th century, 19th century, 15th century. I know those tap dances. I was a Muslim. I've read all those tap dances. All the earlier sources tells you he was the most kazab prophet, Rasul, most kazab Rasul. Say that he is kazab. Get out of this cult, then ask. Get out of the cult and then go ask. Say that he is kazab, then go ask with authority, because when you get out of this cult, your brain will open, you will start doing the right question. So say it that he was a kazab, then go and ask anyone you want to go, because then you will go with an open brain, an open mind, not the mind that you are in this cult. This is nothing more than a cult and a straight way to hell. Say it. Open your brain. You are an intelligent person. You are listening, you are talking, you are seeing. You are an intelligent person. You have been given a brain. Accept what your brain is saying. Accept it. Get out of the deception of Allah. Accept what your brain is saying. Your brain is saying, this is a lie. I need to get out of it. Accept it as a lie. My friend, say it. Why are you hesitant? Your brain is calculating and saying it's a lie. Say it, it's a lie. I have so many ex-Muslims in my live chat right now. Say it, it's a lie.
I can.
Say it, it's a lie, which is a lie. It's the right thing to say when you are saying the truth. Say it. Be a man and say it. Say it. Forget everyone else. You can do the research the entire life of yours. And I'm telling you, you can. Just think from the very beginning. Start looking at Islamic scripture from the other side. Then you will see the truth. Say, sitting in there, you will not see the truth. Get out of this, then start questioning. I'm telling you, get out of this. Now is the time. Now is the time. Say it so that you could get out of this and then go and start asking questions. Nobody knows your name. Nobody knows your face. Say it. Get out of this cult. Then go ask your scholars questions so that you could press the right question. Otherwise, you will never press it. Because you will always have the hurmat Allah in front of you. You will always think of blasphemy in front of you. You will never be able to ask the right question. So right now, say it. This is the moment. Say it. Say it. You are already there. Cross the line, which is the right line to cross. You are already there. You already denounced Quran. You are already out of it from your mind. Say it from your mouth as well. Get out of this cult. Say it, yes.
Yes, he is.
Amen. Guys, give him a rose. He's out of this satanic cult. Thank you. Thank you. Now you have an open mind. Everyone, give this Muhammad a rose. This is the moment of the truth. He now will start thinking from his brain. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings for you. Now, go and ask questions. Now you are out of it. There is no hurmat that you have to think about. And then come back here for any question. Because you are out of it, this is nothing but a lie. I am here and I will give you the answer for any question that they will tap dance for. Congratulations. Everyone out there is congratulating you. They are happy for you. They are happy for you. This is a blessing that you are out of this darkness. You're out of this darkness. Look at the roses that you have. You can go and watch my live stream later. Look at the roses that you have. Awesome roses. Praise be to the true God that you are out of this deception. You are out of this deception. Now, because you are always thinking about your afterlife, you can go and ask questions to your scholars first, or you can start reading the Bible as well. And then come back to me whenever you want to, and I can go with every question of yours. How about that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? Because it's already 2 hours, 30 minutes into our discussion, and I know you are tired, and I am very tired as well. Hallelujah that you are out of it. That you are out of it. Now, I will give you a recommendation. A recommendation is start reading the gospel accounts. Start reading the gospel of Luke. You can get it on the internet. You can read Gospel of Luke. This is the first gospel that you should read, and read it. And then you know what? Then you and I will have another conversation, and we will look Gospel of Luke from the Gospel and from the Quran, and we will see where Quran goes wrong and everything goes wrong. But the beautiful part is you can now go to your scholars and ask them questions when you are outside it. You know Muhammad is wrong, you know Allah is not a God, and you know Muhammad is not giving you revelation from Allah. So now you can question, and the pressing question. And you know what? I was thrown out of 3 mosques. I was thrown out of 3 mosques. You know why? Because I asked the hard questions. And this is going to happen to you when you ask hard questions. They will throw you out because they cannot answer. Because when you start questioning, they will throw you out. Whereas if you ask anyone else religion a question, they will give you answer. Only in Islam, when you ask the pressing question, they will throw you off. Go and ask the question, and you will see you will only get a circular reasoning, a tap dancing. All the flowers for you, brother. Wish you all the best. And
Goodbye.
please keep me in your Discord. Work with Con. I have your Discord, and I will answer you on everything and anything
My
that you
charge is
ask.
1%.
All right, brother. You take care. 1% battery goes. Charge your battery. Battery is down at the right time. Thank God you are out of this cult. Praise be to God.
Goodbye.
And
Have a
thank
good
you so very much for being here. Everyone, hallelujah. This brother of ours is now out of this cult. Now he can see the truth because he's out of the darkness. The curtains are now teared off for him. The curtains are teared off. That's the beauty. When you are in this, when you have the curtains of Islam, you cannot see the truth. Yet, I praise him for thinking logically. He was thinking logically. He has a brain, and he was looking at the things from the logical perspective, and he can see it's nothing than evil, wrong, and that's the reality. Good job, my friend Muhammad. Next time come with a different name. You don't need
No,
Muhammad doesn't suits you. He was evil.
Muhammad is actually my name.
So no worries. There are so many Muhammads. Once again, you are far better than the Muhammad of Islam. You are far better than him. So praise be to God that you are out of this cult. All glory to him that he has given you the true sense and logical brain which you used, and you are out of this cult. God bless you, brother. Guys, thank you so very much for watching, and your roses and prayers. Remember this Muhammad friend of ours, brother of ours, in your prayer, so that he will come to the saving knowledge of Jesus. And that's the thing. Just like I was once a Muslim, now I know the truth and the life which is in Jesus Christ. Now I know that, and he will know that soon. Because when you open your brain, when you open your mind, there is nothing that can stop you from finding the truth, because the truth is only in Jesus Christ, because he said so. He is the truth and the way and the life, and that's what he is. Brother, go preserve your battery. I think you might be turning off very soon because it's 1%, like you said. I will be waiting for you for another talk show to go with biblical scriptures or some contrast to show you how Muhammad took those things and derogatorily changed them.
Very good.
All right. Hello. Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Okay, we lost him. Okay, that was, the battery was down. Thankfully, not before. So now he can ask questions. All right, brother. All right, guys. Take care. Have a blessed day, evening, wherever you are. Remember, Yeshua Akbarul Azim.